Welcome to McDonald County Mustangs football, live on KNEO.org. This is a presentation of the KNEO and McDonald County Sports Network. You're locked in to the official pregame show of the McDonald County Mustangs. This is your home for every sack, interception, and touchdown. Now, let's go live to the game site for all the action.
Welcome to everyone out there from Bone Break Ridge to Tick Holler, from Rocky Comfort to Southwest City and all points in between. This is Mustang Football. I'm Kim Harrell along with
Eric Gann,
Thomas Delvecchio.
And we're going to bring you a state matchup of state-ranked teams tonight. McDonald County comes into this ball game ranked 10th in Class 4, while the Cassville Wildcats are ranked 9th in Class 3. Wildcats coming off a close ball game, which they ended up on the losing side against the Seneca Indians. And the Mustangs, of course, going up to Lamar and for the first time in school history, defeating the Lamar Tigers there as they were the Class 2 defending state champions. We're going to take a minute, Thomas, and you kind of show the field around here. I want you all to notice all the flags. As you can see, they're everywhere. Our ROTC unit does this. Eric Corcoran, John Wales do an outstanding job with those young men and women. Hopefully tonight we'll work one of them into exhaustion, because at the home games, for every point we score, one young man does a push-up. So we hope to exhaust him tonight. We're going to take a few breaks, get a few words from our sponsors, come back, we'll discuss tonight's ball game. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area school systems and the future of our communities.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. As sports fans, it is easy to envy successful teams. After all, everybody wants their favorite team to win. But we can get so jealous when we see other teams win. Unfortunately, these same feelings of envy often exist outside of sports too. Jealousy can quickly set in when we find out about the successes that other people experience in their lives. It's easy to compare ourselves to others, what they have or what they're doing. We can even get caught up in envy over how others serve the Lord. We must ultimately realize, however, the need to focus on our own personal obedience and heart toward Jesus. Envy can be very dangerous when taking root, but the Bible says a tranquil heart gives life to the flesh, but envy makes the bones rot. Today, let's shift our jealous eyes away from everyone else and focus on the many blessings God graciously pours down on us. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
A backer of McDonald County sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at 417-223-4313.
Welcome back, Mustang fans, for the home opener of the McDonald County Mustangs, currently ranked 10th in state, as they face the 9th-ranked Cassville Wildcats. Should be a good one. Cool, crisp night here in Anderson, Missouri. Before we get started on just football, we want to give a couple of shout-outs. First, to Mustang Soccer. Eric, they are 2-1 and 2-0 in districts, isn't that right?
That is correct.
So Mustangs doing a job now. Also, congratulations to the Mustang Lady Golf Team, coached by Brent Jordan. They won their duel against East Newton the other night. So congratulations to Reagan Allgood, Sammy Dowd, Jalen Stipp, Tatum Trudeau, Brooklyn Lilly, Cammie Worsham, and Addison Nichols. Always good to beat the Patriots. Mustang softball also got a bit of a good news out. Not only did they get their first win of the season last night, as Eric and Thomas brought it to you, but for districts, Eric, we don't have to go to Kansas City.
That's always a good thing.
Use some common sense. Carl Junction will host districts this year. McDonald County's in the district with CJ, Webb City, us, and then 4 schools from the Kansas City area. We were afraid we were going to have to go up there, but common sense prevailed, and we're kind of meeting in the middle.
Yep, which is good because last year, we hosted last year, which, wasn't that big of a deal for us, but making one trip to Kansas City is already, enough as it is. Yeah. Would hate to have to make 2, unless it's for like a championship or something. Then I think we'll be okay with making that trip.
Houston Pump Services bringing you the pregame, and they'll bring you the coaches show we're going to have here in just a little bit. For the Wildcats, they're coming off a 4-6 season. They return abundance of starters. They return Tristan Thompson at linebacker, Colton Roark. Now, that's a number and a name to remember, Mustang fans. He's a wide receiver, defensive back, was all conference. I think he scored a couple of touchdowns. And he is, what number, Eric, is Colton Roark?
Let's go through and find out. 11.
Number 11. They also have a good specialties teams. They return to kickoff against Seneca, so we'll have to be well aware of that. The only thing they've had really to replace was their quarterback. They returned 4 offensive linemen. They are down at linebacker. Their junior returning all-conference, second-team all-conference linebacker, Easton Hughes, is out with a sprained shoulder still. If that name sounds familiar to Mustang fans, his dad, Josh Hughes, coaches baseball at Purdy and went to Wheaton High School, but in the summers would come over here and play American Legion baseball for our Coach Smith and the McDonald County Mustangs. His grandfather, Rodney, if you want to go way, way back, played on the Bank of Wheaton softball team and played many a games against the Old Knoll Farmers softball team. So I'm sure Rodney will be here tonight, and I hope we charge him double when he comes through the door. Mustangs, of course, coming off that great win up at Lamar. Ryder Martin, 197 yards rushing, 107 yards passing. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but Ryder was named Player of the Week by one of the local TV stations.
Yeah, and then also Mustangs had 2 of the top 5 plays last week in the local KODE, I think it was. It was the line drive caught by Abby Riley in the first game that we brought to everybody, and then the pass from Ryder to Breck that set the Mustangs up, with a short field. Got the number 1 play of the week, so Mustangs going to have to take some or get some more of those plays.
I'll tell you that play to Breck, Eric, you're exactly right. That bounced off a defender and Breck kept it. And if it, like you said during the game, if he could have kept his feet, he would have scored. But the Mustangs went ahead and scored anyway. Mustangs are coached by head coach Kellen Hoover. Coach Hoover does a good job. Our assistant coaches are Sean McCullough, defensive coordinator. And I talked to Coach McCullough a little bit, Eric, and I didn't notice it during the game. I should have, but when we kind of stopped them on that 4th down play and slowed them down in that second half, he put Vince James, who's a linebacker, down on the line. So we kind of had actually an old-fashioned 5-man front. And they were able to slide into some gaps a little bit better, and a great adjustment there on the part of the Mustang coaching staff. Chris Kane, who does an excellent job with our linemen. Daniel Sumler, who does a great job with our specialty teams. Blake Martin, who helps out in the secondary. Colby Keller, Marilyn Beambry, and, of course, Mustang Bronny Kinzer. You know him. He's our head girls wrestling coach, was a wrestler and a football player for the Mustangs. We're going to come back for the coaches show here in just a moment. We're going to take a few more ads. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Danita Keaton.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
A backer of McDonald County Sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4-State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4-State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Today's event is being supported by Banner Church of the Nazarene, located at 597 North Fork Road between Anderson and Goodman. Banner Church of the Nazarene services are Sunday school at 9:30 and family worship at 10:30. Check out their special Sunday night youth fellowship. Wednesday services begin at 7, offering adult Bible study, ladies Bible study, youth and children's services. Contact them at bannerchurch.com, 417-364-7461, or Dennis at bannerchurch.com.
Family first. My dad used to tell us that all the time. But family first wasn't just something he'd say to us. It was how he lived every day of his life. And it's how I try to live mine too.
At Shelter Insurance, our agents are dedicated to helping provide personalized protection that puts your family first.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
Welcome back. We're here in McDonald County with the Mustangs taking on the Cassville Wildcats. We're going to send you right away to the Coaches Show, sponsored by Houston's Pump Service.
Jesus said that one of the signs of the climax of history would be the distress of nations with perplexity.
Wow, we see that every day, don't we? People and nations who are perplexed and distressed. So what's the answer? Billy Graham knew.
I'm convinced beyond doubt that the only hope for this world is the coming again of Jesus Christ. There is no other answer except the return of Jesus Christ.
So as followers of Jesus, what do we do until then?
Till that glorious moment, our job is to shine as lights. We're to be the salt of the earth, and we're to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ around the world.
We can help you discover how to share your faith with others at goingfarther.net. Click where it says Basics of Christianity. That's goingfarther.net from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
It's time for the Kellen Hoover Coaches Show, sponsored by Houston's Pump Service. Learn more about them online at houstonspumpservice.com.
I'm John Ball, and welcome to the Kellen Hoover Show. Coach, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, congratulations on a great come-behind victory, and some are saying that may be the first time that we've ever beat Lamar at their house.
Yeah, I've heard some people say that since Friday, and I don't claim to be a good enough historian to know that that is absolutely true or not. But I know since I've been here, since I've been in the conference probably, which is, I guess, 14 years at this point, I don't know that I've seen it in that time. But it's always hard to go there and win. It just is. They've got a really great program, and they've got a lot of pride. Their community has a lot of pride. So they have a great atmosphere, great game day atmosphere. And Coach Beshore just does such a good job getting them ready to play. And it was really good for us to go up there and get one. That was a really good way to start our season, really good way for our seniors to start off their senior year. And, it was a great night for them because we just saw so much toughness, so much grit, getting behind early, and then kind of making a few plays to get us back into it. And then, it seemed like we'd have all the momentum and they'd go make a big play. They maybe have a long run or something like that, and then our kids came back and responded. And so I was just so proud of our team, from whether it's guys that played on Friday, whether it's the scout team, that had to run Lamar's stuff to get us ready. I mean, everybody had a role in that win on Friday. It was just a really good team win for us.
Well, it's first of all, you're excited to be there and play a team that has been pretty intimidating in the Big 8 for many, many years, but you turn around halfway through the first quarter and you're down 20-0. I mean, says something about your kids, doesn't it?
Yeah, they had every chance. I mean, they had every reason, our guys did, to just kind of hang their head and say, this isn't our night. Let's just try to get through it and let's play for next week. But our guys, I never felt a sense of panic from our players to our coaches to anybody else on our sideline. I never felt panic. I felt that it was, okay, we've kind of put ourselves in this position, but let's dig ourselves out of it. Let's kind of band together. Let's make this next play. Let's make this next play. And we made kind of those big plays kind of there in the middle when we really needed them to get us kind of caught back up. And then we were within striking distance, and then both teams kind of traded blows a little bit in the second half, and we were able to come up with a couple really big stops. Ryder's interception in the first half was really important for us, and then we had a fumble recovery in the second half and a fourth down stop that kind of gave us a little momentum and a chance to go score there and kind of pull back, because I think we were maybe down 2 possessions with I think maybe 9 or 10 minutes left in the fourth, and so it was just really good to see our kids go make those big plays and just band together, come out on top with a win. It was just a really good team win for us.
Well, they got a couple of pretty good scores there in the first half, but even at halftime you went in and the score was 20-13. What did you tell your kids?
We kind of reiterated our message from before the game. We said we were sitting in that gym where our locker room is and just said, I hope you feel a sense of calm and confidence, because that's what you've got every reason to. You're prepared. You've been preparing since June, and we've put the time in to be ready for this game. And yeah, they kind of jumped up on us a little bit, but we've kind of weathered the storm. Now we're settled in, and we, to be honest with you, had a chance to go down and tie it there at the end with a little 2-minute. We kind of got close to the red zone and then kind of fizzled out with just a little bit of time, and had a chance to go tie it there. And so our kids just walked in there with a ton of confidence and just in their preparation, not undue confidence, not arrogance, none of that. But I think they were just really confident in how we prepared and just how we matched up. And our kids felt like we were going to be able to take care of business in the second half if we just continued to follow the game plan, basically.
Well, I tell you what, you had some really, really great performances, obviously, from Ryder Martin for sure. But then that little guy back in the backfield, Leo Sosey, he's short, but he won't give up, will he?
Yeah, Leo, he weighs 190 pounds, and he's got strong legs, strong lower half, and, he's a tough tackle. He's built low to the ground, so it's hard to get underneath his pads. And so if he gets his pad level down, it's really hard to bring down. And we saw a lot of that on Friday. He had a couple really big runs. It's just nice to be able to know that we're going to give it to him on the one. He's gonna have low pads and have a chance to go score from the one. But then from out about the 30-yard line, his run that I think he broke 3-4 tackles on his way to the end zone. Just a really tough run that we needed at that point in the game, where we kind of just sent a message like we're going to tough this thing out, and that was just kind of an example of how our whole team felt right there. And when our team saw that, it just kind of pulled us through any tiredness, any whatever we were feeling at the time. It was like, okay, he's given some really great effort here. Let's jump on with him. A really big play at a really big point in the game, and just kind of propelled us forward.
Well, speaking of big plays, the jet sweep that Brody Ressler ran around the far side. Now, he's got some speed, and he's a great, great runner. But, boy, I tell you, the blocking for downfield made that completely different, didn't it?
It's funny you mentioned downfield. Talked to our receivers as we watched film this week, and we just said we love how our guys are willing to block for each other downfield, whether it's blocking for Ryder running for some of his longer runs, whether it's blocking for Leo, whether it's blocking for each other, like you mentioned Brody's jet sweep that we had. That, yeah, Brody can run, but at the same time, that run doesn't happen if we don't have our receivers and even linemen trying to work their way downfield 10, 15, 20 yards ahead of him to kind of spring him free. Because, 10, 15-yard runs happen all the time. in high school football. But it's, to bust the big ones, the really big ones, you've got to have guys willing to kind of give of themselves to go block for each other downfield, because that's just high effort plays. And just really proud of our receivers, all of our skill guys, and then our linemen just really working to try to go get those blocks downfield.
Well, going to Lamar, they've been intimidating for a long, long time, as we said earlier, but now you're back home against Cassville. Isn't it great to be home in front of the hometown fans?
We love playing in front of our community, and there's nothing quite like it. And just with the pregame, everything like that, our kids get excited about it. I still get excited about it 9 years in. Every week, just get a little goosebumps walking through the sirens and everything, and down the hill. It's just, it's really special. And, we get a lot of energy from our home crowd. And again, we love playing for, our community that comes out and supports us so well. And that's something we look forward to every time we know we're going to get a home game on Friday.
Well, Coach Hoover, thank you so much for spending some time with us. I'm sure you're a really busy guy, and let's go get Cassville.
Absolutely. Hopefully we can go get them.
You've been listening to the Kellen Hoover Coaches Show, sponsored by Houston's Pump Service. We'll be back with more Mustang football after this on the McDonald County and KNEO Sports Network.
I don't understand all about Jesus, but I believe it because the scripture says it.
The Bible teaches that Jesus loves you so much, he left heaven, came to earth, and died to pay the penalty for your sins. That kind of love can be hard to comprehend, but Billy Graham says you can trust what the Bible says about it.
I believe that this book was inspired of God, and it's God's message for us today. I look at Christ and I see him dying in my place on the cross, and I'm moved by the love that he offers me. Do you want forgiveness? Do you want to know you're going to heaven? Do you want the peace that he offers you?
If your answer to any of those questions is yes, we are here to help you take the next step. Call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Mustang fans, here's the McDonald County Mustangs. They were led on by the youth Mustangs. This says our Mustangs taking the field. Mustangs come in 1-0. Cassville comes in 0-1. Couple of things before we get started. I need to apologize to number 71, Hayden Ashball, whose last name I kept calling Allen Ball last week. And a big apology to number 10, Big Stephen Benamehu.
Or no, hold on, I'm saying it wrong now. Benumea.
Who I will probably call Big Steve.
Yeah, I'll just say, just call him Steve or Steven.
Number 10, Big Steve. He plays like a big man. He is a big man. As we talked about, Cassville will be coming in this game 0-1, but they're state ranked after a close loss to Seneca. Eric, if you will, get their captains when they decide to come across. They're not lined up yet. Would like to let everybody know we're going to do halftime a little different. The Houston Pump halftime show. We're going to take and show the band and the pom and the cheerleaders a little bit, and then get to our halftime program. Also, Eric, while we're waiting on them to do that, let's do the Secrets to Success is sponsored by Chris Smith of American Family Insurance Agent in Anderson. Contact Chris and his team. Their telephone number is 417-845-7060. Eric, I think my secret to success is exactly like it was up at Lamar. They had 3 turnovers. We recovered a fumble. We intercepted a pass, and we held them on downs. The Mustangs had no turnovers.
Yep.
If we can win the turnover battle against these Wildcats, I think we'll be in good shape. What about you?
Mine for this for tonight is to I had it on the tip of my tongue just now. Oh, don't underestimate Cassville. Last year we went to Cassville and kind of thought we were going to just roll over them, and that obviously didn't happen. So tonight they just need to go out there and play for the guy next to them and just go out there and leave it all in the field. And, of course, I'm going to have two all game at least. The other one is finish, which worked last week.
Which we definitely did last week. You're right.
At wide receiver, number 9, Wyatt Gordon. At fullback, number 33, J.P. Clarkson.
Looks like their captains are number 12, Sky Yang, number 11, Colton Roark, number 72, Isaac Looney, and number 14, Tristan Thompson.
At tackle, number 67, Justice Washam.
Mustangs captains will be Brody Russler, number 8, Ryder Martin, number 12, Maddox Fegan, number 2, and J.P. Clarkson, number 33.
And driving the Mustang machine tonight, your quarterback, the beloved number 12, Ryder Martin.
Good crowd on hand tonight for the opening ball game. Cassville brings a lot of people. Mustang Stadium quickly filling up.
Wide receiver number 8, Brody Russler.
We're up here next to, of course, the legend Rick Peck, Kevin Blecka, and Robert Stobler, who will be doing the stats. Got Jeff Brady, Mustang great, sitting down below us, and several other Mustang greats coming into the stadium. Getting ready for the coin toss. Cassville, as you can see from just looking out there, 72, they have some big linemen. They also have 4 returning offensive linemen. That's kind of that they've built their season upon. Coin is up. Cassville wins. They'll defer, so the Mustangs, I assume, will take the ball to start the ball game, and Cassville will have it to start the second half. Mustangs will receive. Slight wind blowing across the field, wouldn't you say, fellas?
Yeah. Well, some flags are going north to south. Some flags are going west to east. So
kind of a circle. That could be hard on kickoffs and extra points.
Yeah.
Mustangs will return the football. Mustangs in the red and white, Cassville in the all white. Mustangs will send number 1, Breck Rubeck, number 8, Brody Russler back deep, along with number 15, Corbin Sanderson, and number 18, J.W. Riley.
Whose sister was the winning pitcher last night. She was excited.
Connor Land across the front, as is Big Steve, Vince James, Andrew Boatwright, and Leo out there. I believe Cassville did an onside last week against Cassville. We've got some pretty good hands people up front.
Yeah.
Wyatt Gordon out there also, and J.P. Clarkson, I believe. We're ready for some football, Mustang fans. Ball kicked deep. Breck Rubeck will take it about his own 9. Goes up the field, kicks up the field, sees a seam. Tackle about the 28-yard line.
It's a pretty good kick.
Good kick. Mustangs will take over first down and 10. Cassville has a history of good kickers. They had a kid that kicked up at Central Missouri, and then I think the current Missouri Southern kicker is a Cassville kid. They've had a strong soccer program for years over there. Mustangs come out Breck and Brody to the bottom of your screen. Wyatt to the top. Cassville in a 4-3 defense.
I get a free
Looks like
5 yards.
Free 5 yards to start. Excuse me, that's Brody up top.
And, talking with Ben, who covered Seneca last week, that was something that he said happened. There was quite a lot of penalties from both sides in that game. So if the Mustangs can stay disciplined up at the line, they might get several of those offside penalties.
Ryder Martin pulls the ball, swing pass out here. Got a seam. Good job by Brett Rubik, stays on his feet. Brett gets the ball out to midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that's a big game, and that's a
good blocking out there by Wyatt Gordon.
Yep.
Justin Washman on that offensive line for the Mustangs. Max Spurgis, Junior Elam.
Good job there
Obed and Armball. Good job by the line. J.P. Clarkson in there at tight end.
Yep.
Twins to the top of your screen this time for the Mustangs. Ryder back. Throws a little screen out there. J.P. Clarkson. He'll rumble. Nice tackle out there. He'll gamble down to the Cassville 44-yard line. Second down and about 4.
For the Wildcats, number 11, Colton Roark.
Roark making on the tackle. He's their probably best all-around player. And he's also very intelligent because he went low on OJP instead of trying to go up high. Gordon and Breck down here to the bottom. Brody to the top. Leo still in the backfield with Ryder Martin. JP down here to the bottom of your screen. Gordon in motion. Martin keeps it. Cassville, they'll keep an eye on him. After last Friday night, if you don't have a spy on Ryder Martin, you don't deserve to be lacing up your cleats. Loss of about a half a yard, third down and about 5.
That's Zach Myers.
Yeah, that play kind of just balled up inside. Didn't give Ryder very much of a room to run through.
Everybody stayed home.
Yeah.
Nobody went with any of the motion or the guys. To the bottom, to the top. Ryder Martin, that screen will run it himself. I think he'll get the first down. That's a quarterback draw.
You're going to spot him short.
Ryder Martin, he'll keep it. He's down close to the line of game.
Oh, that's not a very good spot.
It's not.
Zach Myers.
Brings up a 4th down and 1.
Looks like it's 4th and short for the Mustangs.
Good call there by Coach Hoover, spreading everybody out. Good job by the line.
Yeah.
Big important play here as the Mustangs will come up. Trips to the top of your screen. Martin hands the ball to Sosa. Sosa breaks through the line. Gets the ball down to about the 35-yard line.
Leo
Soaz. Spot the ball on the 36 of Cassville. First down for the Mustangs.
Well,
Leo just darts. He's hard to see and he's hard to tackle.
Yep.
Mustang line doing a good job out there. Mustangs in their compression set. Motion to Brody. Brody will take the ball. Cuts inside, cuts outside. He'll get a good gain. Down to about the Cassville 34 maybe. Bring up a second down and 6.
Tackle on the play by the Wildcats, number 9, Chance Freed.
Can't really see it because they're off to the side, but you got a couple of the Mustang coaches with bright neon green hats on.
That's so the players can see them, I bet.
Yep.
That or there was a sale at Kmart.
I don't think there's a Kmart anywhere around
Leo
here.
takes the ball up the middle. Leo will get to about the 29.5-yard line.
Soaz, who spins his way down close to the yard marker.
They'll give him the 30. Bring up about a third down and a long 4.5 for the Mustangs.
And again, you don't have to, this is 4-down territory from where they're at, so you don't have to get all 4 yards right now.
Breck and Gordon to the bottom, Brody up top. Leo with again, good sidestep by Leo. I believe he'll have the first down, Mustang fans.
Yeah. Well, depending on depending on who we are spotting, because that official had it at the first down, and this one had it about a half a yard short. But they
I'm sure we got cool hand Billy Martin over on the chain gang and the Carlin boys getting things lined out. First down for the Mustangs. Martin back, going to take it himself. Cuts to the outside. Gets to the corner.
There's a flag.
There's going to be a flag.
Ryder Martin takes off running, gets to the edge, gets upfield.
I'm sure they'll call the Mustangs on a hold here.
There's a flag on the field.
Mustangs on a good opening drive. Don't need to have penalties, but the Mustangs are walking back.
Holding the call goes against the Mustangs.
Just can't hold on the edge.
Yeah.
Too easy to see. That's why they kept me inside at guard all the time, Eric. Harder to see that hole. That'll move the ball back to the Cassville 35, 36. Set up a first down, in 20. Brody up top. Brecken Wyatt to the bottom. Leo's still in the backfield. JP to the bottom of your screen. Throw across. Great catch by Brett Rubin.
Yep, great hand.
What a good grab by Breck. That gets about 13 of those yards back. Be second down in about 7. Moves the ball down to about the 23.
I believe the tournament in Joplin that Mustang softball team was at today was canceled for the rest of the evening. No word yet on tomorrow.
Ryder going deep. Oh, just out of the hands of Wyatt Gordon.
Yep.
Very good defensive pickup there by Leo.
Yeah.
You see that guy's about 3 times his size, and Leo just stopped him in his tracks.
Yep, and that was a great play. He just overthrew him just a tiny bit.
No, I'm sure.
Don't worry, we'll throw stuff at you.
Third down and 7 for the Mustangs. Brecken Gordon here to the bottom of your screen. Brody up top.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if we come back to that play again at some point. Throw it.
Ball intercepted. Tipped and intercepted, trying to get the ball to Breck.
Pass is batted down and actually looks like it's reeled in by number 29, Vincent Arguelles.
Cassville Vincent Arguelles makes a nice play there, and the Mustang drive is stalled. Get down into the red zone. You can't have the penalties and you can't have the turnovers. Nice opening drive by the Mustangs. They took almost 5 minutes off the clock. Maxis Spurgeon, Big Steve, J.P. Clarkson out there on defense. Cassville does a huddle thing here. Look at this. Then they'll snap the ball really quick. Hand off up the middle. Oh, he breaks it.
Yep.
Oh,
Brody trying to get him. He just can't.
Dang,
Touchdown.
Fast.
Good effort by Brody. But the Mustangs.
Camden Beebe takes it up the middle and all the way to the house. It's an 83-yard rushing touchdown for Beebe.
Beebe, one of the fastest players in the conference on that run, and the Mustang defense is going to have to I don't think we can get down 20-0 against these guys.
No. Got a
extra point attempt up.
Got to capitalize now here on.
Kick up. Kick is good, and Cassville, one play, one score, leads with 6:52 left to go in the first quarter, 7-0. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is newmac.com or 417-451-1515. Newmac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Peyton Drizzle to kick off for the Wildcats. Brody and Breck back deep. Kicks another high kick. Breck will take it about his own 8. Breck has a seam.
Oh.
Nice tackle there.
Breck Rubeck returns the ball from the 8-yard line all the way out.
Ball came loose, but they say the ground caused it, so the Mustangs will retain possession. Mustangs offense had a good opening series. Moved the ball down to about the 23-yard line, then had a penalty, and then had an interception, and Cassville breaks a 83-yard run on the first play from their scrimmage.
That interception kind of Ryder rushed just a little bit and tried to force it too much. And just didn't get it underneath that throw.
Brody up top, Breck and Wyatt below. Ryder keeps the ball. Great OPR. Good job out there. Ryder Martin will get all the way out to the 38-yard line.
So as quarterback Ryder Martin takes it around the end.
Hey, that fooled me.
Great RPO read by Ryder. They're going to say he went out on the 40, which is right because he got tackled out of bounds at about the 36.
Martin was finally knocked out of bounds by number 11, Colton Roark for the Wildcats.
Mustangs come back out. Breck and Wyatt down below. Leo in the backfield. Leo gets the ball this time. He runs hard. He'll gain about 4 to the Cassville 36-yard line.
Soaz, he barrels his way up the middle for about a 5-yard pickup.
Hard running there by Soaz. Line continuing to do a good job out there.
Number 14, Tristan Thompson, and number 12, Sky Yang.
Mustangs will come out in their compression set. Heavy to the bottom of your screen. Ryder will take, run it, breaks the tackle, stays in bounds. He'll have a first down.
Ryder Martin follows lead blocker Soaz around the corner and up the field. He'll move the chains for a Mustang. First down.
Mustangs move the ball down to about the 29-yard line. Mustangs doing a very good job of mixing stuff up.
Yeah, they are.
Pass throwing, getting other people involved in the offense.
Kind of keeping Cassville off balance there.
Wyatt and Breck to the top this time. Brody to the bottom. Leo does a job making there. Cuts inside. He'll ramble down inside Cassville territory to the 17-yard line.
Gets on upfield for a nice pickup and a Mustang first down.
Boy's got nifty feet, doesn't he?
He does.
Tackles on the play for the Wildcats, number 4, Travis Moore, and number 11.
Wyatt and Breck here to the bottom of your screen. First down and 10 for the Mustangs. Leo again up the middle. Running, driving forward.
Tumbling, bumbling, rumbling.
Down to about the 11.
Leo Soaz.
Soaz on the carry.
Tackle on the play for the Wildcats, number 12, Sky.
Good job by that interior line. Spurgeon, Armball, Obed. Washam.
Ashball.
Did I say armball again?
No, you said armball.
Oh. I swear, grandmother, I'm sorry. Good job by the line. Second down and about 4. Little counter, and Cassville reads that well.
Tackled in the backfield for a loss.
They were not fooled at all by that.
Nope, they didn't have anybody over on that play.
It'll be a loss of about 5. He came off the edge. I don't know if they were sending him or if he just read it.
I think he came from around. They just didn't have anybody over on that side to pick him up.
Third down for the Mustangs and 9.
Again, 4-down territory, so.
Brody and Breck to the top. Wyatt down here to the bottom. JP offset more to the outside now to the top. Ryder Martin, he'll be sacked.
Oh. Ryder's got to
Trying
get rid
to
of that.
deep, but he was covered.
That's a sack for the Wildcats.
Yeah, got to get rid of
Number
it.
6, Mason Bryan.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
12, Sky Yang.
4th down for the Mustangs. And a long, probably 16 to go.
Yeah.
3:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Mustangs will bring Brody to the top. Breck to the slot. Cassville sitting in a lot of people. Going into the end zone.
Intercepted.
Ball's intercepted.
That was intended for number 1, Breck Rubeck, but instead it's hauled in by Wildcat number 13, Carlos Barrientos.
Well, in that situation, that's what you do. You throw it into the end zone. It's so far. If they intercept it, they'll take over on their own 20, which Cassville does. But the Mustangs have driven the ball in between our 20 and their 20 at will, but we've got to get it into the red zone.
Yep.
Got to get it into the end zone when we get in the red zone.
Yep, I'd like to have seen Breck, though, come back to that a little bit.
Cassville, as I said, be awake. They'll come storming out of this offensive set.
I'd like to see
ready
us
to go.
Do it back to them. Go into a huddle and come
2
out.
runners in the backfield. Hand off. Mustangs do a little better job this time. Wyatt Gordon in there on the tackle. J.P. Clarkson in there on the tackle. Big Steve in there also.
Carrier for the Wildcats, Camden Beebe.
Gain of about 3.
Kind of gave him an extra yard there.
33, J.P. Clarkson.
Cassville will run it, and then they'll try to hit it out there to the row arc, number 10. Excuse me, number 11. Quarterback keeps. Now they're going to pitch. True triple option. Mustangs defend that well.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, good, they stopped him for a loss. And
Max Fegan in on that tackle.
They didn't tackle the guy with the ball.
Tackle on the play for the Mustangs, number 10, Stephen Benhumea.
Stephen
Benhumea also in on the tackle. Big Steve. You don't really see many high school teams do the complete triple option either.
Yeah.
2:14 left here to go. J.W. Riley out here on the wide receiver. Quarterback will fake. Going to be rushed. Has some open room, but good job there by the Mustangs.
Spinning off the contact and picking up a couple extra yards. This quarterback number 2, Jaron Stearns.
Big Steve again on the tackle. That'll bring up a 4th down and about 1.
10, Stephen Benhumea.
Vince James does a good job moving him back in. You have to be careful here. Breck will go back to receive the punt. Eric, who's punts for Cassville? Can you see?
I cannot.
Always got to be careful
Number
if your
1?
punter's a quarterback.
Is it number 1? Might be number 1. It's listed as Kyle Berry, but it may not be number 1. I can't quite tell.
They will punt it. Not a great snap. Mustangs
11.
rush. Short kick, get away. Going to take a bounce, but you can't do much with that. Ball down to about the 34-yard line.
Colton Roark was the punter.
Colton Roark's a punter, which he's got a lot of speed, so you've got to be careful and watch him.
Yeah.
11, not 1, but that's an easy mistake to make.
Yeah.
Minute left.
101 left. Oh,
101 left here to go.
You said that.
We'll keep it here, Eric.
Well, I haven't been. I didn't put the score up.
I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. And we'll do that as soon as the ball game gives us a little bit of space. Mustangs come back out. Twins to the top, single receiver to the bottom. A fumble with the snap. Pass out there to Brody. Brody makes a cut. Gets the ball out to about the 46-yard line. Gain of about 6
yards on the play.
So far, the Mustangs have been able to get chunk yards. So when they get down here to the 20, instead of trying to go for it all at one time, they might you might see them start having some more of those chunk plays again.
Landon Obed, who had a bad ankle, came out. Mustangs, 2 receivers to the top. Martin Keeps, avoids a runner, but be tripped up in the backfield for a loss. Cassville doing a good job at staying at home.
Number 12, Ryder Martin, and he's
loss of about 2. That'll bring up a third down about 6 when we start the second quarter. At the end of 1, it'll be McDonald County 0, Cassville 7. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A backer of McDonald County Sports is Specialty Risk Insurance with offices in Carthage, Sarcoxie, and Joplin. They want to wish all the athletes the best and congratulate them on their hard work. Specialty Risk Insurance offers coverage from farm and ranch plus agribusiness to Main Street commercial. Learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com or call them at 417-359-5470. Specialty Risk Insurance, where they practice new ideas with old-fashioned service.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at 417-223-4313.
Welcome back for the start of the second quarter. Mustangs have trips to the top, trips to the bottom, excuse me. Third down and about 5. Martin hits Brody. Brody cuts inside. He'll have a first down. Good job there by Brody Rustler.
Good pitch and catch there.
Brody Rustler. That's enough for Mustang first down.
Moves the ball out to about the Mustang 46.
That's kind of what when the Mustangs are at their best of those quick hitting routes.
Mustangs have trips to the bottom in a bunch set. Ryder at quarterback, Leo at running back. Over to Breck. Breck skips, does a good job avoiding the first tacklers. Cassville was all over that. Breck gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Mason Bryan.
Second down and 10 for the Mustangs. The nice thing about that is you've got a pump on that, and those 2 receivers are supposed to be blocking go deep too eventually.
Yeah.
Mustangs in their bunch set, compression set. Leo in the backfield. Ryder Martin just takes the ball and goes. Cuts through, he'll be close to a first down.
That's quarterback number 12, Ryder Martin.
Down to about the end of Cassville territory. Be about third down and 1.
This guy down here on the Mustang side are kind of spotting him short.
Just shy of the marker. Tackler on the play for the Wildcats was number 71, Ethan Sizemore.
Wyatt Gordon to the top of your screen, Brecken Brody to the bottom, third down and about 1. Leo with the ball, he'll carry, he'll break into the middle. Leo gets the ball down to about the 37-yard line.
Number 3, Leo Soares. This time it is a Mustang first down. Tackle on the play by number 6, Mason
Justin Washam doing a good job out there, along with Hayden Ashball, Maxis Spurgeon, Elam, and Washam. Mustangs first and 10 from the Cassville 38. Martin keeps, he'll get to the corner. Good job blocking out there, turns the corner. Martin still on his feet, he'll be run out of bounds for a Mustang first down.
That's quarterback number 12, Ryder Martin.
Gets the ball down to about the Cassville 28.
He picks up a Mustang first down.
Mustangs need to punch one in from here, guys.
Yep, they do.
We've been down here twice, had 2 interceptions.
Keep getting close.
Brody to the bottom of your screen.
As I said, one of my keys to success is finish. So you've gotten down here, now you just got to finish.
Leo with the ball running hard up the middle. He'll gain about 3.5 down to the 21-yard line maybe.
Play for the Wildcats, number 14, Tristan Thompson.
Chester Curtis coming out. He did a good job in there blocking for the Mustangs. Brody to the bottom of your screen. Brecken Wyatt to the top. Leo bounces off one, bounces off another one. That's all Leo.
Bounces off a tackler, keeps the legs churning, picks up another.
I think he might still be running if he didn't run into Hayden's back.
3rd down and 3. Ball on about the Cassville 16-yard line. 8:38 left to go here in the second quarter. Mustangs trail 7-0. Brody and Breck on the bottom. Mustangs in their compression formation. Ryder Martin, he'll take it. He'll have a first down. Ryder going to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Ryder Martin scrambles his way into the end zone.
Great run by Ryder. Good block out there by everybody. Good block out there by Leo.
Yep.
Line did a great job offensive. Brody, Breck, and Wyatt do a good job.
That's what the Mustangs are going to have out of Ryder tonight.
Big Steve comes in to tip the extra point.
16-yard
Ryder will hold.
And a touchdown for the Mustangs. Ryder Martin.
And as we said, there's the Mustang doing this push-ups. Extra point up. High. But short. No good. Mustangs trail 7-6 with 8:15 left to go here in the second quarter. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Who's doing push-ups?
A lot has changed in banking and finance since 1997, but at First Community Bank, our focus remains the same: community. We believe that every business needs a good partner, and for more than 25 years, we've been that partner. We've built personal, long-lasting relationships. We've earned your trust. We have experience that you can count on. We care, and it shows. We look forward to many more years of being your trusted partner. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
The McDonald County Sports Network is sponsored in part by the McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. The McDonald County Chamber strives to promote local businesses and unite the county, offering networking events for members as well as non-members, working together to make McDonald County, Missouri a better place to visit, work, and live. For more information, visit their website at www.mcdonaldcountychamber.org.
McDonald County's Miguel Mora to kick off. Cassville returned one against Seneca. So they kick it a little bit short. Ball's received at the 40. Mustangs make a job there. Tackling him at about the 38. Sanderson in on the tackle, as was Maddox Fegan.
Tackle on the play for the Mustangs, number 1, Breck Rubeck.
Cassville will take over on their own 40. Maybe 39, 39. The Mustangs have dominated time of possession and yards, but Cassville has dominated turnovers, and they scored on a big 83-yard run to start the game.
Yep.
Handoff up the middle. Good job there by the Mustang line.
Tackled for loss by a herd of Mustangs, the whole line.
Max is Spurgeon in on that.
The only thing you have to worry.
J.P. Clarkson.
The only thing you have to worry about that little formation stuff that they do is the quick pass routes that they will probably sprinkle in.
Second down and 11 for the Mustangs.
Because you know they're not going to run it
all the time.
The whole time, yeah.
So comes up, old-fashioned wishbone look here. Power to the other side. Running back gets through a little bit. The Mustangs tackle him.
Third down.
Bring up about a third down and 3. That's Roark. He's their best athlete, and I'm sure they're trying to find ways to get him the ball.
6 for the Wildcats.
Third down and about 6. Ball on the Cassville 42. Mustangs have just scored. It'd be nice to have a defensive hold here. Cassville will come out with 2 receivers to the outside.
And they got Roark down here.
Breck's up on him. Good against good here. Quarterback back.
Where they're
Going
going.
to try to go deep. He has him too. They turn Breck around, and he'll score.
Long pass and a touchdown.
That was what we were talking about that pass out of that formation.
For a Wildcat touchdown.
Went inside and went bit to the inside and turned right back around.
Yep. Just got to adjust for that now. Which we saw last week, Brett got beat on one play, and then the next time they tried to run it again, he made the adjustment and got the stop.
Yeah, corners got to have short memories. Extra point attempt.
Corners and quarterbacks.
Is up. It's good. This Cassville kid has a good leg. And with 6:44 left to go in the second quarter, Cassville regains the lead 14-6. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Driscoll to kick off for Cassville. Brecken Brody back deep for the Mustangs. Young man has a good leg. Cassville has a lot of good kickers in their history. Brett with it. He'll tuck upside. Breck Rubeck up past the 40. Gets the ball back to the 41-yard line.
Big return for the Mustangs.
Puts the Mustangs in good field position.
40-yard line. Tackle on the play by number 14, Tristan Thompson.
Thomas, do you want to flip that switch to see if we can get that halo out of the way? No, that's still too dark. That's worse. Okay. Go back to where it was. That's right there.
Mustangs will start out. Brecken Brody to the bottom of your screen. Leo in the backfield, Ryder at quarterback. Wyatt up top. Brody gets the ball in the motion. Good job by Brody. He's got speed. First down for the Mustangs, getting into getting into Cassville territory. Brody did a good job avoiding the tackle. Gains about 11, brings the ball out to the Cassville 49.
If Mustangs can score here, that'll help Breck with that short memory.
I think old Breck's got a pretty short memory to begin with.
Yeah, he does.
Ball to the Breck and Brody to the bottom. Wyatt up top. First down for the Mustangs. Leo.
Oh, no.
Oh, nope. Ryder pulls that. He stopped. Number 39, Cassville sending that outside linebacker.
On the sack. Among them, number 39, Zach Myers. Number 14, Tristan Thompson.
Loss of about 4.
I think
second down and 14.
I think on the next time they run that, Ryder will probably give it to Leo. They didn't bite that time on Leo, so.
Mustangs in their compression formation. Ryder at quarterback. Ryder will roll out, dumps the ball.
Oh.
Design play Ryder getting pressure. They're going to have a late hit, looks like.
The reach of J.P. Clarkson. However, there is a penalty on the play.
And that should be a 15-yard penalty. Which would be a first down. Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer, the call. The 15-yard.
Can you explain that to me a little bit?
That'll move the ball into Cassville territory.
After the quarterback has thrown the ball, you can't tackle him.
Okay, so he got him afterwards, and that was rough.
Yeah.
And the result of the penalty is a Mustang
first down on the Cassville 37-yard line. 5:15 left to go here in the second quarter.
Those are very, subjective and open to the officials' interpretation sometimes.
Mustangs in their compression formation. Martin, quarterback sneak up the middle. Good run there by Martin. He'll get a first down, I believe, down to about the 20. Yep, down to about the 25-yard line of Cassville. 26.
The chains, that means it's a Mustang first down.
But it's a Mustang first down. Brody and Breck here to the bottom. Excuse me, White and Breck to the bottom. Nope, that's I tell you, those 8s and 9s kill me. Breck and Wyatt to the top. Brody here to the bottom. Leo, little seam there. He silvers through.
Handoff goes to number 3, Leo Soaz.
Soaz carries the ball down
And that's
to about the 20.
It's a great job.
19.
Great job there of Max Spurgeon to kind of hide Leo to spring him for those, 7 yards?
6, I think. Second down and 4. Ball on the Cassville 19. Twins to the bottom. Leo again. Fighting hard. He'll be close to the first down. He may have it.
Once again, the ball carrier, number 3, Leo Soaz.
Soaz carries down. He'll be a yard short.
Number 39, Zach Myers.
Ball on the 16-yard line. Third down and 1.
This is where, do the tush push.
Mustangs in their compression formation.
Saw it 2 times yesterday.
Motion. Martin keeps it. I think he'll get to the first down marker.
Ryder Martin, the ball carrier.
Nope, they're going to mark him short.
Number 12, Sky Yang.
Fourth down for the Mustangs. Fourth down and 1.
They must have said he didn't get any yards.
Fourth and a yard for the Mustangs.
Goodness gracious.
Big play here for the Mustang offensive lineman. 3:05 left to go here in the first quarter. 23 on the play clock. Plenty of time. Mustangs in their compression formation. Motion. Leo get through there.
Now he's got it.
I believe they'll give it to him.
He's on the 15-yard line,
Leo
so.
as the ball carrier. Awaiting the placement and the spot of the ball here.
First down, Mustangs.
I see chains moving. That means it's a Mustang first down.
2:46 left to go. Plenty of times Mustangs have a first down on the Cassville 15-yard line. Mustangs come out, stand in their shortened formation, bunch formation, should say. Martin will keep it, trying to get to the outside. He'll be stopped and dropped for a loss.
Is Ryder Martin. Tackle on the play, number 44, Trevor Brooks.
39, Zach Myers for Cassville in on that play, and he's been a thorn in the Mustang side so far tonight.
Yep, got to get a blocker on him.
At this time, if all of the youth dancers would make your way on over to the gate, please.
2 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Mustangs have all 3 timeouts.
Yep.
So
it's about your time to shine.
So they're looking
second down in about 12.
They're looking to end the quarter here.
Brody and Breck down here to the bottom.
ball.
Leo, the carry. Cassville does a better job that time. They'll drag him down for a gain of maybe 1 or 2.
Number 3, Leo Soaz, the ball carrier.
Down to about the 16-yard line.
12, Sky Yang.
Mustangs will burn one of their timeouts. 1:27 left to go. We'll keep it here. As we said, please stay tuned. We'll do some showing of the kids during the Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine halftime show. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, Specialty Risk Insurance, Matco Heating and Cooling, B&M and Yokomana Tire, Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, McDonald County Chamber of Commerce, Banner Church of the Nazarene, Crowder College, American County Telephone and Internet, Cornerstone Bank, Big Nickel, Houston Pump Service, 4 State Printing, Dana Keaton Shelter Insurance, Newmac Electric, KSN KOD TV, ProLube Maintenance Center, Chris Smith American Family Agent, Christian Healthcare Ministries, First Community Bank, Missouri Southern State University, and Patterson Heights Baptist Church. Performance there by the Mustang Cheerleaders. Southwest City Full Gospel Church, located at 612 South Main, is a community-minded family church with room for everyone. Sunday school begins at 9:45, morning worship at 10:50, and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Ministering for over 80 years in Southwest McDonald County and a proud supporter of the Mustangs. 3rd down and 12 for the Mustangs. Hand off to Sosa. He'll break through. He'll get down to about the 10.
Hand off to Soaz. He charges
Excuse
up
me,
the middle.
Soaz.
Picks up a nice chunk.
Leo does a great job running there down to the 10.
On the play by number 14 for the
Bring down a 4th down and about 6 for the Mustangs. Mustangs trailing 14-6.
Well, I think it's either 4 or 5. I can't quite tell where the first down marker is, if it's on the 5 or if it's on the 6-yard line.
Breck and Wyatt out top. Brody bunched inside. Martin will keep it. Martin will throw it. We'll have a first down.
Yep. Timeout. Call timeout.
Action there. Martin flips it out.
Oh.
Great catch out there. Was that Gordon?
To number 8.
No. Wyatt Gordon on a great catch.
Yes.
Good blocking out there. Clutch catch out there by Wyatt Gordon. Clutch throw by Martin. Good job by the line. Mustangs will have a chance to punch this in from about the 2-yard line.
38.
Mustangs have 1 timeout left, 38.6 seconds. And this is good, Eric, because Cassville gets the ball to start the second half.
Yep.
And apparently it does not take them long to score.
No, it doesn't. And, that's what we were talking about. It looks like Cassville's big thing is the big play. So if you can limit their big plays, then, you're going to have a shot. Because so far their running straight up the middle really hasn't gone too far. But that sets up that deep pass that Brett kind of got burned on. So we'll look to see for him to make that adjustment and Coach McCullough to make the adjustment.
Brett made a good block out there so Wyatt could get that first down.
Yep, he did.
So
now you got two plays here, maybe 3 to punch it in if you act quickly. But you got
Mustangs will stay in their bunch formation.
You got to know your play.
First and goal for the Mustangs.
And have two calls ready.
Cassville, I believe, is going to call a timeout.
Yep.
They're wanting to do some adjustment. That bunch formation with a handoff to Leo has been hurting them, so I'm sure they're going to try to draw something up for that.
The split pot. Find your Project Grad members and share the pot.
Great crowd here tonight at Mustang Stadium. Like we said, seen a lot of Mustang legends. Just saw Shane Reese walking through down there. Great player for the Mustangs. See if Mustangs change formations out of this timeout.
Hey, don't forget about the $10 rent-a-seats offered by MCHS Rhapsody.
There's good to that, and there's bad to that.
They're also selling freeze-dried candy for sale, so head on over, get you a seat, and get you a treat.
Cassville comes back out. So do the Mustangs. Mustangs stay in their bunch formation. And off to Leo. Leo fights. He's not going to quite get in.
Leo
Gets down to about the 1. 29 seconds left.
6, Mason Bryan, and number 9, Chance Freed.
Mustangs have 1 timeout left. Oh, great job.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to call flag on that.
No, I don't know what they're going to call. I don't know what they're going to call, though.
16 seconds left on the clock.
Looking for the signal from the officials here.
Mustangs snuck a running back in under the quarterback.
There's a penalty on the play.
It's not illegal.
Coach Hoover's wanting an explanation.
What was that?
They'll have to say we weren't set, I guess.
I don't know.
Well, that's a big flag.
That wasn't it. It wasn't anything.
Martin was back there. Then a great job faking out the defense.
Penalty goes against the Mustangs, backs them up 5
16
yards.
seconds left. Mustangs still have time for a couple plays, and they have 1 timeout left. Stay in the bunch formation here. Ryder going to run it. Have to cut to the outside. Ryder going to the end zone. Ryder will score! Great job by that left side of the offensive line. Good block out there by Leo again.
Yep.
Touchdown, Mustangs.
Mustangs, I think, will go for 2. 10.6 seconds left. Good gut check answer out there by the Mustangs and Ryder Martin. You know, Eric, sometimes you can outsmart the other team, and sometimes you can outsmart the officials.
Yep.
Big play here to tie the ball game up. Ryder back, looking. Breck Rubick, he'll have it. Tie ball game.
2-point conversion successful.
14-14.
14s apiece.
10.6, and just the kind of game you'd expect from 2 state-ranked team, boys.
Absolutely.
Martin to Rubeck. And a quick strike into the end zone.
Great methodical march down the field for the Mustangs to punch it in here with only 10 seconds left. Now you just got to stay home and stop the.
Like I said, they returned a kickoff against Seneca.
Stop the kickoff return here, and look to go into the locker room tie. But you got to make at least the stop on the.
Great route by Breck.
Yep. And great throw by Ryder too. Not panicking, just getting it right to Breck where they needed it.
Miguel Mora to kick off for the Mustangs. 10.6 seconds left to go. Stay in your lanes. Know your assignment, kickoff team. Boots it deep.
Oh, standing on
ball
my.
at the 15. At the outside. Good job there.
Good job, yep.
Great job.
For the Mustangs, the return man for the Wildcats is
Sanderson in there. Brody in on the tackle.
Yep.
We're
gonna
Leo in on the tackle.
Yep. I'll go ahead and apologize for the video right now. Sorry about the halo that you're kind of seeing around everybody.
And number 8 on the assist.
We'll get that fixed eventually when we figure out what's causing it.
Yeah.
We still don't know what's causing it yet.
Roark down here. Hey, Cassville 6.3. They may take a shot.
Yeah, and
there's no reason not to.
Yeah, they definitely will. So just be ready.
Quarterback.
Oh, nope, there's going to be a flag on the opposite side over there. but they probably weren't set when they snapped it all the way.
Well, I believe they had illegal motion. You're right. Row arc down here to the bottom of your screen. Receiver to the top. Quarterback hands the ball off. He'll be tackled.
And that'll be
good tackle there by
halftime.
Wyatt Gordon to bring the first half to an end. And an exciting half as the Mustang and the Wildcats are tied 14-14. We're going to run a few commercial breaks and then come back with some halftime activities. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Mustang fans, welcome back. This is MC Palm with the kids that attended their youth clinic. They're going to do a little dance routine for you. For us old-timers, Palm is the modern-day equivalent of the old Scarlet Spurs. And I just made a lot of people mad because I called them old. The Scarlet Spurs. I apologize, Mary Littlefield. Mary Kaufman.
The field is all yours.
Raylan Drake and Raylan, I believe she was in the
Scarlet Spurs.
Lori David, or no, I don't know. What is her name? I don't know what her name is now.
This is awesome. I love watching these teenage girls help out with the young ones. It's amazing to see them. They do such a good job. mute. McDonald County varsity cheerleaders.
Great job by the Mustang cheerleaders. Earlier, that was MC Palm and their people in their youth group. We've got some stats courtesy of Robert Stobler, Kevin Bleck, and the legend Rick Peck. Ryder has carried the ball for 85 yards. Leo's carried it for 59, and Brody's carried it for 17. Ryder is 8 for 11 passing the ball with 61 yards total. Breck has caught 33, including that important two-point conversion. JP's caught 1 for 6. Brody has 2 for 14, and Wyatt Gordon has 1 catch for 8 yards. But it was all that important. 4th down and 6 down there by the goal line that gave the Mustangs life. 14-14 here at halftime. And I'll tell you what, it's everything this game was set up to be. But, guys, Cassville ran 8 plays in the first quarter, first half.
You know, and take away the 2 big plays, well, it's a completely different. Like, we've obviously dominated the game as far as time of possession, moving the ball. We've moved the ball at will. They've had 2 big plays that have helped them.
Our 2 turnovers have kept them in the game.
Basically. So if Mustangs can limit the turnovers and just limit those big chunk plays that they have, they can do some good things here in the second half.
Cassville scored on an opening 83-yard run, and then Colton Roark hauled in a 58-yard bomb. Mustangs have moved the ball methodically up and down the field. They've had a little bit trouble in the red zone, but it's 14-14. Cassville will receive the football to start the second half. While the band's getting ready, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors one more time. Without them, guys, we couldn't be bringing you this. Houston's Pump Service, Freeman Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, which is sponsoring our halftime show. B&M and Yokohama Tire, see Billy Martin for all your tire needs. Matco Heating and Cooling, Justin Washam. Specialty Risk Insurance. Cornerstone Bank in business for over 100 years in McDonald County. Big Nickel, Houston's Pump Service, always a great sponsor of the Mustangs. Four State Printing, Tammy Clark, see here for all your Mustang sports apparel. Dana Keaton Shelter Insurance, a great sponsor of the Mustangs. New Mac Electric, KSN KOD TV, ProLube Maintenance, Chris Smith American Family Agent, great sponsor of the Mustangs. Christian Health Ministries, First Community Bank, Missouri Southern State University, and Patterson Heights Baptist Church. McDonald County Telephone and Internet. Great job by Brody out there as always.
Yep.
Crowder College, Banner Church of the Nazarene, and McDonald County Chamber of Commerce.
And we say thank you to all the sponsors, but for real, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be out here broadcasting for you.
No, we wouldn't.
So we're gonna kind of be quiet a little bit so you can hear the band.
The band is under the field baton of drum majors Katie Henson and Lauren Holtz. The band is directed by Mr. Dalton Ellery and Mr. Ashton Conley. The band will be performing part of their 2025 show entitled Outlaws. Drum major Katie Henson, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime performance.
blow a deal and tell him to remind everybody.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure I can.
Oh, I was turning him off.
Now, the McDonald County Band will perform the fight song of the Mighty Mustangs.
And that's the Mighty Mustang Marching Band. We're going to go right into our halftime coaches show now. So sit back and take a listen to that, and we'll be back to start the third quarter in about 8 minutes.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. The best teams in sports always end up with a target on their backs. Their success means that they are always being hunted by the rest of the teams in the league. In our own lives, when we make the decision to follow Jesus, it's not always easy. Noticeable changes take place that force us into the role of being hunted. We shouldn't be surprised when a target is on our back because persecution and suffering is part of our journey as followers of Jesus. 1 Peter 4:12-13 explains, "Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice insofar as you share Christ's sufferings, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed." Today, let's be encouraged that a genuine life in Christ comes at a cost, but our temporary challenges reveal we're on the right path. I'm Bryce Johnson, and you can unpack that. For more, go to unpackingit.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is proud to sponsor local high school sports on KNEO. Sports Director Michael Amami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman have interviews, scores, and highlights weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report covers events from high school athletics to Missouri Southern and Pittsburgh State and local community colleges. Proud to support local high school sports. As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
a nonprofit organization, a sponsor of high school sports.
It's time for the Freeman Sports Health Minute. The Freeman Sports Team is proud to serve as the official sports medicine provider for over 20 area high schools and colleges.
Welcome to another Health Minute here on KNEO. Adam Winkler here with you, joined by Caleb Garton. He is a trainer with Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Today's topic, what is a meniscus tear and what is the recovery time?
So your meniscus is the cushion that goes in between your femur and your tibia to absorb some of the shock. When you tear that, there's a little flap that'll flip up that gets caught in the joint. From there, it really depends on what they decide to do with the surgery. If they just clean it up, you're looking at 2 or 3 weeks. If they decide to sew it back together to get it to repair, you're looking at 4 to 6 months. So it's a pretty large variant on how long the recovery time might be.
For the Freeman Sports Health Minute, I'm Adam Winkler.
The Cornerstone Bank of Southwest City proudly serves the Southwest Missouri area with branches in Goodman, Lanigan, Pineville, and Tiff City, offering online and mobile banking, plus loans for personal, business, and agricultural needs. Learn more about all their services online at thecornerstonebank.net for a location near you. The Cornerstone Bank is glad to support the area's school systems and the future of our communities.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4 State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4 State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Every year, about 15,000 self-help books are published. The Bible has outsold them all, overwhelmingly. But is the Bible reliable? For Billy Graham, the answer to that question was a resounding yes.
Hundreds and thousands of books have been written to give man inward calm in the muddle of his confusion. Only the Bible has been able to meet the need and meet it fully. It has become wealth to those who had none of this world's goods. It has become wisdom to those who never knew a schoolroom. It has been a light shining in the darkest places of the earth, dispersing gloom and superstition.
And what makes this book so special?
This book is God's unchanging word, sent to man. Turn to the Bible. Find there, from its inspired pages, the living Christ, who once at Calvary took the sins of men upon himself. He will pardon all your sins.
Discover more about the Bible at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. And it's from the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we're back here in McDonald County where Mustangs and Cassville Wildcats are tied at 14. Mustangs are out here warming up. Cassville has not returned to the field yet, but we'll take a couple minutes here while we have some time to go over some scores around the area. Over in the COC conference, Glendale Falcons leads Willard Tigers 28-6. Nixa leads Webb City 21-7 at half. Neosho leads Kickapoo 21-0 at half. Carthage Tigers leads Ozark 28-6 at half. Lebanon Yellow Jackets lead Joplin Eagles 21-20 in the second quarter. Republic 42-0 over Waynesville in the second quarter. In the Big 8 Conference, Nevada has a big lead over Aurora 42-0 at half. Monette has an even bigger lead over Stratford Indians 58-0. Did we get to play Stratford this year?
No, we get to play Monette.
Well, they're scoring 58 points though. But then again, I don't know how Stafford is. So Lamar leads East Newton 22-6 at half. Our scores here tied at 14 apiece. Cassville leads Mount Vernon 28-3.
Not Cassville.
That was Seneca, wasn't it?
Or Seneca, yeah.
Seneca
leads Mount Vernon 28-3. In the Ozark Mountain Conference, Carl Junction leads Rogers Heritage 32-0 at half. Marshfield over Reed Springs 21-6 at half. Branson over Camdenton at 14-7 at half. Ava and Logan Rogersfield tied at 0 in the first quarter, as is West Plains and Parkview and Hillcrest and Rolla. So those scores probably have not been updated. Those are the ones pretty much around here. There's a few others, but they don't look like they're updated either. So, but yeah, those are the important ones that are around here. So we're getting ready to start the second half here. Cassville will have the opening kickoff, and the Mustangs will
try to stop them.
Yep. Go back on defense and I just cleared out a note I had here from Coach Allenball about the girls softball tournament. So let me go back to that.
While you're doing that, Mustangs, I've ran the ball up and down the field, passed it, good offense. Cassville, though, has been explosive. Second play of the game, they had a running back go 83 yards for a touchdown, and then Colton Roar called in a 58-yard bomb. Cassville managed to only have 8 offensive plays in the first half, but they scored on 2 of them, while the Mustangs had 2 turnovers, but then responded with 2 good long drives. Eric, have you got your deal back, buddy?
Yep. So softball will play at 11 a.m. and then 12:45 tomorrow in the Joplin tournament. So we won't be there to cover it, but they will be playing at 11 and 12:45. So if you want to go up there, make the trip up there, go for it. We also do have some Pee Wee football here in McDonald County tomorrow. They'll take on the Carthage Tigers. First game starts at 10 a.m., which is slated to be the 6th graders still. Past couple times they've had to change the 5th and 6th graders, but this time the 6th graders appear to be going at their regularly scheduled time. So
Next week, Eric and I will be on the road Tuesday to bring you softball from Seneca. Thursday night we'll be home as Tommy and I will bring you softball against, I believe, Aurora. And then Friday night we'll all be back together here at home as the Mustangs will take on the Mount Vernon Mountaineers. So busy week, as September always is, guys.
Yep, some Mustangs have had some pretty, last week's game in Lamar, this week's game against an improved Cassville team, next week's against Mount Vernon. So, the Mustangs' schedule wasn't very friendly to them to start the season. But so far, they're 1-0 and working towards this game.
Patterson Heights Baptist Church, located at the intersection of Highway 43 and 76 west of Anderson, has Sunday school Sunday morning at 10 a.m. with morning worship at 11. They also have Sunday night Bible study and prayer on Sunday nights at 6:15 with services for both adults and youth. On Wednesday nights at 6:30, they also have services for youth and adults. They are proud supporters of the Mustangs. And I'll say whoever's picking the music for the Mustangs to play at halftime has my vote as good hands up.
Right?
Little Boston. And Miguel Moore to kick off for the Mustangs. As we said, Cassville has a good return game. Number 11, Colton Roark back deep. Along with, I believe, number 9, Chance Freed. Moore to kick off.
Kicking off for the Mustangs, number 23, Miguel Mora.
Miguel kicks it deep.
Good kick there.
Down to about the 10.
Now just got to
outside.
Control him.
Good tackle.
Yep, good job there by, is that Maddox? Yep, Maddox Fegan.
Phoenix had a big seam. If Phoenix missed him, he was off to the races.
Yeah.
He brings him down about the Cassville 32-yard line, 38-yard line, 37-yard line. I'll just pick a random number. How's that sound to everybody?
Well, I do that too half the time. Let's see, it's like the 35, 36, 30s. Yep, 37.
Okay, so one receiver way to the top of your field. Watch them be ready when they come out of this huddle. Wishbone formation still. Run the sweep, push him inside. Pretty good job there by the Mustangs.
Number 11, the ball
Vince
carrier,
James in on the tackle. JP on the tackle.
It was like Stephen Benumea, too.
And Stephen Benumea also in on the tackle. Big Steve.
Again, we want to apologize for the halo effect you see on the TV.
Gain of about 1. Second down and 9. Cassville twins to the bottom. Single receiver to the top. Row arc inside. Quarterback back, looks to throw. Throwing deep over the middle to row arc. Oh, incomplete.
Hold on, that was Camden Beebe.
Oh, Camden Beebe, excuse me.
That's okay, because there was a 1 on there, so.
Well, that's probably good, because if it had been row arc, he'd probably caught it.
Yeah.
Third down, big play here for the Mustangs. They can get the Wildcats off the field here. Third down and 9.
You'll expect them to get the ball to row arc somehow.
Cassville sends 18 to the top of your screen.
He was coming down and then went, oh, that's the wrong place. That's Mace Breedson, or Bredson.
Ball around to row arc. Mustangs turn him inside, do a good job there.
Yep.
Make him turn back in.
And the end around, the handoff to
Wyatt Gordon in on that tackle.
Row arc.
I believe Maddox Fegan also.
For the Mustangs, number 9, Wyatt Gordon.
Breck will go back. Wide receiver way out here. Brody trying to get Ryder over there.
You got to be careful with that fake.
Snap. Punt. Almost blocked there.
You know, that
ball
was.
will go back. Going to roll. About the 23-yard line.
The punter almost was down whenever he caught that ball.
When he went down to get the low snap.
Yeah, he was pretty close to being down.
That's something to watch in the future, Eric. Good point. Mustangs defense holds 3 and out for Cassville.
Big 3 and out. Now if they can go back down the field.
Mustangs take over their own 23.
Just saw it look
Brody
like
down to the bottom. Breck and Wyatt to the top.
Looks like number 44, Trevor Brooks from Cassville, was coming off limping down there, so that's something
Leo
to watch.
And Ryder in the backfield. Ryder does a good job, gets about the yard of scrimmage.
Ryder Martin, the
tries to do the quarterback draw. Cassville does a good job defending it.
Yep.
Gains about 2.
Number 29.
Brings the ball up to about the 25.
And number 13. Carlos Barrientos.
Brody to the bottom. Wyatt and Breck to the top. JP to the top. Leo in the backfield. Ryder throws a little pass inside. Good hands there. JP Clarkson.
He'll connect with number 33, JP
Brings up a short
Clarkson.
third down.
Brings the ball out to the 31.
Tackle on the play for the Wildcats.
Brings up about a third down and a long 1.5, 2. Good catch out there by JP. He knew he was going to get hit, but he's a tough kid. Brody stays at the bottom. Breck and Wyatt to the top. JP will space out a little to the top also. Martin takes it up the middle. He'll go a long ways. Good job by Ryder all the way out to the 43.
Ryder Martin with a carry up the middle all the way to a Mustang first down.
That was a great delay there because everybody was looking for the pass.
It was a good play out there by 13, I believe, for Cassville to make a touchdown-saving tackle.
That's Carlos Barrientos. I can't roll my R's very well, so.
Brody down here. JP down here to the bottom. Leo Sosa with the carry.
Good quiet run there.
Leo just keeps fighting out there.
Yeah.
Gains the ball down to about.
Mason Bryan.
Oh, wow.
Gain of about 4.
Well, this official had it closer up to the 50, and then they brought it back down to where that far official had it spotted.
Mustangs have trips down here to the bottom. Wyatt Gordon by himself up to the top. Second down and about 6. Ryder gets the ball to Brody. Brody turns up, keeps fighting. Good job by Brody. Gets the ball into Cassville territory at about the Cassville 48.
Yep, and great job by Brody to wrap both hands around the ball to hold on to it and to keep them from trying to strip it.
Brings up a third down and about 3.
What was that, Thomas?
They made a little progress, though.
Yeah, yep. Third down and that's about a 1, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. You're right, Eric. They changed the spot on me.
2 to go. Somebody's right here.
Ryder will take it. He'll get a first down.
Well, it's first down now.
Nice, yeah.
Into the 45-yard line.
Ryder Martin charges forward. He's
Mustang line and Max's Spurgeon.
First down.
Justin
I
Washam.
keep stepping on my
Hayden Ashball.
my own cord.
All doing a good job out there for the Mustangs. Pass to J.P. Clarkson.
Great job
good
there.
Good catch there.
Yep.
Gets the ball down to the 40. Gain of about 6. Bring up a 2nd and 4.
J.P. Clarkson. Touchdown by number 14, Tristan Thompson.
Great concentration there by JP because he was slipping as he was catching that ball. So great job to hold on to it.
Brody Breck and JP down here to the bottom. Wyatt Gordon to the top. Second down and about 4 for the Mustangs. Ryder Martin carried himself. Nice open field tackle there. Gain of about
Ryder
2.
Martin, the carrier, he's hit hard by number 14. Tristan Thompson
in there with a good open field tackle.
Yep, Leo kind of just ran right past him to block the next guy behind him, and no one was there to pick up Thompson.
Ball on the Cassville 39, 3rd down and about
3.
Brody and Breck to the bottom, White to the top. Leo, he'll cut through.
Quiet running there by Leo.
Soaz carries the ball for a first down.
A hard man to bring down. Finally bringing him down is number 18, Mace Breedson.
Brings the ball down to the 34-yard line of Cassville.
Halfway through this 3rd quarter.
Yep.
6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Mustangs on the move. Brody and Breck to the top, or Brody and Wyatt to the top, Breck to the bottom. JP split out also. Ryder gets the ball to Brody. Brody times it up. Good job there.
Flag on the play.
Yep. Flag came in after the play.
Wyatt Gordon on that reception, excuse me. Great running there by Wyatt.
The flag came in
have a
late.
flag.
Tackled by a tangle of Wildcats.
So it looks like it's going to be maybe a face mask. That's what one of the official motioned. So we'll see. Personal foul, face mask.
Face mask against the Wildcats.
It's going to be 15 yards from the end of the run, or from the end of the play.
The Wildcats.
Probably at the end of the play. Moves the ball down to the Cassville 12-yard line.
Red zone.
1st and 10. Good job by Wyatt. I called that Brody, but Wyatt did a great job of catching that, making some yardage just like he did on that 4th down play.
Yep, and great job by Ryder knowing where he can throw the ball and where he can't throw the ball. He was getting close to that line.
Ryder runs up the middle, runs to the outside. It's a sprint to the outside. Ryder's going to win it. Touchdown, Mustangs!
All 3 of their touchdowns have been that same exact spot, hasn't it?
I don't think
Ryder Martin touchdown, and I'll tell you, Justin Wassman did a pancake on the little boy out there.
You know, I feel bad for Camden BB because he's just not going to outrun Ryder. And Ryder just gets around him so easily and so quickly.
Stephen Benamehu out for the extra point.
Need a big extra point here from Stephen. I've got my nephew 76 coming in
No good.
Yep.
Big extra point missed there by the Mustangs.
Mustangs.
With 5:24 left to go here in the third quarter, Mustangs lead 20-14. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
The McDonald County Sports Network is sponsored in part by the McDonald County Chamber of Commerce. The McDonald County Chamber strives to promote local businesses and unite the county, offering networking events for members as well as non-members, working together to make McDonald County, Missouri a better place to visit, work, and live. For more information, visit their website at www.mcdonaldcountychamber.org.
I'm Bryce Johnson with this Unpacking It Sports and Faith Minute. The best teams in sports always end up with a target on their backs. Their success means that they are
Cassville got on it. Very good pooch kick by Mora. Cassville, though, does recover and will take over on their own 40.
But the Wildcats come up with it.
1 yard line. If he'd put just a little bit more backspin on that.
Yeah.
Looked like one of Rick Peck's shots on the tee. Chip from the tee. Spin it back to the cup. Twins down here for the Wildcats. Roark, the inside receiver.
A little bit more of a traditional
So it comes up.
Formation.
Handoff up the middle. Nothing there.
Good job by Maddox Fegan to hold on to his foot. They do get about.
Fegan traps him up. Gain of about 5 on the play.
Tackle on the play by number 2, Maddox Fegan.
Second down and 6 for the Wildcats.
They did have him, stop for a loss, but he was able to, or not a loss, but a short game, able to kind of work his way through to get about 2 or 3 more yards.
Receiver to the bottom. Comes out. Hand off on a power set.
Get him down.
Job by, still on his feet. Ball to be stopped.
They had him stopped for a loss, too.
Had him stopped for a loss. Great effort by Cassville.
Yep.
In fact, he gains about 3 yards. Brings up a third down in about 3. Mustang shot through there, just couldn't bring him down.
JP had him for a loss of about 2 yards. Kind of just broke free.
Beebe, though, has got lots of leg strength.
Yep.
Roark down here to the bottom. Receiver also to the top. Cassville will come out of that bunch huddle. Handoff up the middle.
And they stopped him.
They stopped him that
Great
time.
job there by the Mustangs.
Looks like Big Steve out there on the tackle.
And Vince
James in there also on the tackle. Loss of about 3. Fourth down and about 4. Great play out there by Steven and by Vince. Like Cassville may punt. This is also an awful good place for a fake, so stay awake, Mustangs.
Yep. They kind of running people in and out, so just be aware of everybody.
Motion coming in. Well, lineman coming in.
Yeah.
He did a nice little roll.
Roark will punt the ball. Breck will receive it. Good job by Breck not letting that bounce. Gets the ball out to the 26 with 3:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Mustangs lead 20-14. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or
We're back. Sorry to cut that short. Leo with the ball. Leo cut to the outside. Leo running up the field. Does a good job. Gets out of bounds.
Number 3 gets outside. Picks up some yardage. For the
Close to a first down. They're going to give it to him. First down.
Yeah, they brought
Did
that.
you see Leo switch the ball?
Yeah.
That's a lost start by running backs.
Just whenever you got to make sure that when you're doing that, no one's around you. But yeah, sorry about the cutting that short. They kind of brought the play back real quickly after that punt.
Mustangs trips to the top, single receiver to the bottom, first down from their own 36.
Ryder can run.
Nothing there, so he'll run it. Ryder gets a first down for the Mustangs. They're close.
Running like a wild Mustang. He's close to the marker, the line to gain.
They're going to call him a little short. Second down in about a half a yard.
Sets up a 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs.
No, I think that's an actual pass play, and Ryder just sits there. If he doesn't see anything he likes, he just picks a hole.
Yeah.
Great job by the offensive line keeping the Cassville linemen out of there.
Yeah, and great job also not holding on those, because when the quarterback scrambles, it's real easy to grab a hold of somebody and hold them.
Ryder back. Those out here to Breck. Breck runs into Brody, but he'll still get a first down.
Yep.
Pass complete to number 1.
Moves the ball out to about the Mustang 49-yard line, right at the 50.
Tackle on the play by number 5.
1:55 here to go in the third quarter.
Well, they gave number 5. They gave number 5.
Breck and Wyatt up top.
Goutney the tackle, but they may change it to Brody.
J.P. Clarkson. Brody to the bottom. Ryder going to run her up the middle again.
He's just moving his
about
legs.
2 or 3 yards on that play.
Just keep pushing with his legs.
Number 14, Tristan Thompson. And number 72, Isaac Looney.
Gain of about 4, second down and 6, maybe 7. Minute 11 left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you really want to keep just marching the ball down the field and take as much time as you can off the field or off the clock, because right now the clock is the Mustang's best friend.
Leo with the carry, spots inside, tries to cut back in.
Hand off to Leo Soaz.
Gets stopped there at about the Cassville 46-yard line.
3rd and 5.
Third down and about 5.
And Mustangs don't have to snap the ball here. I would not snap the ball.
They're not. You can just see them gathering at the sideline there.
25 seconds left in the quarter.
Yep. If you can limit the time that Cassville has the ball.
I tell you, though, tonight time hadn't been their problem.
No, yeah. But if you can limit the time and give them only one more opportunity to possess the ball, that's plays in the Mustangs' favor.
Well, going down and scoring would play in the Mustangs' favor.
Well, that
greatly.
too, yeah.
20-14, the end of the third quarter. This is Mustang football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A business impact partner of KNEO 91.7 FM is 4 State Printing in Anderson, Missouri. Serving the area since 1982, they specialize in screen and offset printing services and have promotional products. 4 State Printing also has a retail store, County Clothing Company, that offers McDonald County spiritwear and Christian apparel. More information at 417-845-6929 or online at 4stateprinting.com.
Cooper Gear and Manufacturing is a sponsor of KNEO and the McDonald County Sports Network. They are a machine shop that cares for the McDonald County community and the McDonald County school system. That's why they're partners with the school system to offer an apprenticeship program to help young people get a quick start in the machining trade. For more information, call Cooper Gear and Manufacturing at 417-845-7433. Cooper Gear and Manufacturing, taking your ideas and making them reality.
Welcome back. Mustangs lead 20-14. Moving the ball. Big third down play here from the 35. from the 45 of Cassville. Mustangs will have Wyatt Breck, JP to the bottom in trips. Brody up top. Ryder Martin back to pass. Throws it to Breck. Breck will have a first down.
Great catch there by Breck.
Oh, good job by Breck going down, getting that ball low.
Yep.
And guess what? That's another Mustang first down.
Ball down to the Cassville 37-yard line.
So,
and like you said, Eric, good job by Breck going down low to get that pass.
Yeah, because that was going to be, if he doesn't catch it, it's going to be 4th and a long 5. And I don't know if you go for it there or not. But now Mustangs can
Mustangs waiting the 40 clock second. They want to take some time off the 40-second clock. It never started. Good job by Ryder. Cuts to the outside. Makes a Ryder miss. Ryder out of bounds about the 24.
Calls his own number.
That'll be another first down for the Mustangs.
Ryder Martin, he'll pick up another Mustang first down.
Mustang moved the ball down to the Cassville 24.
Chance free for the Wildcats.
Yeah, if I was the Mustangs, I would just.
He went out of bounds. That stops the clock.
Oh, that's right.
Trips to the top. Single receiver to the bottom. Ryder again. Will cut inside. Misses, goes to the outside, gets down to about the 19-yard line.
Now here's where I would, if I was him, I would just wait until maybe 20 seconds left on the play clock to even break the huddle.
Ball on the 19, gain of about 4. We'll call it 5. Second down and 5.
Ryder is kind of stretching out again. He might be cramping.
Mustang coaches sending the play in. Wyatt and Breck to the bottom, Brody to the top. Wyatt in motion.
Wow.
Little confusion between Ryder and Leo, but Leo takes the ball.
And still gets about 4 yards.
Yeah, third down and about 2 for the Mustang. Ball on the Cassville 16-yard line.
The tackle number 7.
It's kind of like Leo just hid behind him.
Yeah.
And then took off whichever way he wanted to. But I'm sure it was not designed that
way.
No.
I think it was designed to go to the left.
Ryder letting the clock go. Mustangs have twins to the top. Leo with the ball. He'll be stopped short.
Handoff to Leo Soaz.
Cassville sending about the house on that play.
Yep.
4th down and about 3. Leo loses a yard. Big down here for the Mustangs.
I thought he may have got to the 15-yard line on that play and then kind of got back. But
9:24 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 4th down and a long 3 for the Mustangs. Bunch formation.
Big play here.
Ryder going to take it. Ryder Martin going to lower his head. Ryder Martin's going to get a first down. He would not be denied.
No, he wasn't.
Lays a lick on the ensuing tackler, and he'll pick up a Mustang first down.
Ryder moves the ball to the Cassville 12.
I think that's
good job blocking out there, but just an excellent determination play by Ryder Martin.
Yeah, we saw him run last year, and I think he gets tackled last year on that one.
He's so much stronger.
Yep, he's put on so much strength this year. And
Brody up to the top of the screen.
Keeps his legs moving. Oh, fumble snap. Got to get the ball.
Does Leo get it?
Yep, Leo
Great
has
job
it.
by Leo getting that. That could have been disastrous.
Yep.
Mustangs will lose quite a bit of yardage back to the 20.
I don't know why the clock has stopped.
They keep motion for it to run.
Yeah, but
Well, the clock's not our deal now. We need to get this in for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
touchdown. Mustangs have driven the ball down here.
Yeah,
it's about 15 yards for a first down. Second down. Ryder Martin back with it. Pass inside. Nice job to get some yardage back to J.P. Clarkson.
Martin throws a strike to number 33, J.P. Clarkson.
Gain to about the 15. Third down and 13. You don't have to get all of them on this play. 8:24 left to go in the fourth quarter. Mustangs leading 20-14. Wyatt Gordon out here to the bottom. Brody and Breck to the top. JP on that side.
You don't have to get all of it. You want to get a good chunk of it to make your fourth down play a little bit easier.
Motion. Hold off to Brody. Brody will cut inside.
Good open field tackle there. He's going to lose a yard.
He'll gain to about the original line of scrimmage. Fourth down and 11 for the Mustangs. Line's going to have to give Ryder some time.
Yep.
Mustangs have Wyatt and Breck down here. Brody to the top. JP to the bottom. Now they're going to motion everybody different. Ryder Martin looking. Going to take off and run it. Going to run it. Ryder Martin touchdown!
Great job, Ryder Martin.
Fantastic job by Ryder.
Gets around the corner.
Good job by the offensive line. Big time play by the Mustangs there.
Yeah.
Mustangs will probably go for 2.
And good job out there, Chester Curtis with the block to help spring Ryder.
Good job out there by the offensive line. Mustangs will go for 2. 14 seconds here.
Yeah, you
Brody
definitely
to the top.
Don't want to use the timeout on a extra point.
Ryder take it himself. Nope, hands it off and stopped. Fooled me.
Mustang ball carrier.
Wyatt Gordon doesn't get it in, but the Mustangs lead 26-14 with 7:04 left to go here. This is Mustang football on the KSC and the KNEO Sports Network.
Nothing is more important than providing fresh, clean water for your family or farm. Houston's Pump Service is unique in the industry with expertise in both well and water treatment systems, offering state-of-the-art water systems for existing or new construction, residential or farm. They have experience navigating state regulations and maintain your well throughout the life of your system. HoustonPumpService.com on Facebook or 417-775-5770. Houston's Pump Service, supporting Mustang sports and rooting on the herd.
Matco Heating and Cooling in Anderson believes in providing quality work with integrity at a fair price. They offer a variety of heating and cooling services, including a preventative maintenance plan starting at $15 a month with full system checkups, discounts on repairs, and a 24-hour response time for service calls. Information at www.mac-cohvac.com or 417-845-3285. They love their community and consider their customers their neighbors. And remember, it's...
Moore kicks the ball on the ground.
Good
Returned at the 20.
Kick. Just got to stop the guy.
Good tackle out there, about the 39-yard line.
Number 3, Leo with the tackle. Let's get a Mustangs defensive
also look
stop
like number
here.
24, Connor Land in on the tackle.
Good job out there, Connor.
7 minutes to go here. I'd say everything's probably fourth down territory here for Cassville, Eric.
Yeah, they are. So what you want to do is make it a 4th and long for them, or even just get a turnover.
Twins to the top. Single receiver to the bottom.
If the Mustangs can get a turnover here, that can do a lot of damage.
Formation. Fake handoff. Quarterback going to throw deep. It's there, too. Connor Roark's going to score.
That is a Wildcat touchdown and a long pass to number 11, Coleman Roark. As Jared
puts Cassville right back in this ball game.
You know, it was a good coverage there by Brett. He just, the ball got to him faster than Brett could catch up to him.
No free safety.
Yep.
Back at this time because you think they may run it. Extra point attempt. This is big for Cassville. Extra point up.
It's blocked.
Fantastic job there.
That's a block. Screaming in.
Nice.
Wyatt Gordon.
I think Leo got the block, yeah.
Leo gets the block off.
He is fired up and should be with a block on the extra point attempt.
Keeps the score 26-20. Maddox Fegan blocks that.
Oh, there's a 2, okay. But
Mustangs need to be prepared for an onside kick here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mustangs lead 26-20 with 6:51 left to go. Cassville's third touchdown of over 50 yards tonight.
Well, they only have 3 touchdowns, don't they? Or
Yeah.
No. Yeah, they had 3.
And all of them been over 50 yards. 83, 53, and that one was about a 55-yarder.
Mustangs really need to take it down and score in this this possession here.
Mustangs need to be aware. Might move some guys up a little bit closer.
Yeah. JP and Wyatt Gordon.
Yep, they'll just kick it. Let it go through. Good job there by Brody. And Mustangs will take over on their own 20.
Goes through the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
6:51 left to go.
So the Mustangs either need to just end the game with the ball or go down and score. Going down and score would be great, but
I'm sure at this point Cassville will start doing a little bit of selling out, trying to get some blitz.
Yep.
So then to stop the Mustangs.
And you know, if Ryder can be patient, some of those sellouts, there will probably be somebody open somewhere.
Two
or a
receivers
hole.
to the top, one to the bottom. Sosa with the ball. He'll go up the middle. He'll gain about 5 yards.
Hand off to Leo Soaz.
Soaz with the carry.
Yards.
Second down and 5.
3, Caleb Arthurton.
Mustang line making holes. Can't give them enough credit out there. .6:23 to go, fourth quarter. Mustangs lead 26-20. Mustangs in their bunch formation. Leo again. Leo pound the ball out to about the 28.
Ball carrier Leo Soaz. Tackle on the play for the Wildcats, number 39, Zach Myers.
Third down and 2 for the Mustangs. Brecken Brody to the top, Wyatt down here to the bottom. Big third down and 2 for McDonald County.
Yep. This is probably where Cassville will try to sell out.
Leo, he'll get through. He'll have a first down.
Great job there by the Mustangs line just to push them back.
Spurgeon, Curtis.
Moves the chains for another Mustang.
Wash them. Moving the ball.
Tackle on the play for the Wildcats, number 14, Tristan Thompson.
Ball out to about the 33-yard line. Mustangs come up. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Leo again with the carry. A little better job by Cassville that time, holding him to about a yard. 4:35 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Tackled by another tangle of cats.
Both teams have all their timeouts left. Gordon and Breck to the bottom, along with JP. Second down. That gave Leo a gain of 1. Second down and 9 for the Mustangs. Ryder, they'll put it down again. Try to get to the outside. Ryder will get to about the 35. Gain of about a yard.
Ryder Martin, the ball carrier. He's tackled by number 7, Baxton Cornell.
Third down and 8. 3:36 left to go in the ball game.
Yep, big third down here. What are we stopping for something?
Timeout taken on the field, and this is the perfect opportunity for me to announce
Officials timeout.
Of the 50-50 raffle, or the
don't understand that.
You want to call it. I have the winning ticket in my hand.
I think there's something
and
with the
well,
clock.
Give you a second to reach in your pocket. Unwrinkle that thing. And here we go.
Well, that's a break for the Wildcats.
5, 4,
I hope they wind the clock.
9, 6.
They should.
8. Once again, the winning ticket number is 5459688. Come on up to the
important third down for the Mustangs.
If that's you.
They're winding the clock. But the Mustangs need a first down here. Cassville's proven they only need 1 play to score.
Yeah.
And 3 or 4 seconds to do it. Brecken Brody to the top, Wyatt to the bottom. Leo in motion. Flag. That'll probably be motion on the Mustangs.
Well,
that's not going to help things.
Why'd they stop the play for?
Motion against the Mustangs.
False start, the call goes against the Mustangs.
I think they called Leo for going upfield a little before the snap.
9688.
Third down and 14 now for the Mustangs.
Split the pot is 5459688.
Cassville still has all 3 of their timeouts. Leo in motion. Ball back. Pass deep. Oh, Trent Rubick.
Unleashes a bomb downfield.
Great hands there by Breck to hold on to that. You saw, you saw who was that?
Breck
Carlos Bernientos, who's had 2 interceptions tonight. Try to take that away from Breck, and that could be a dagger right there for Cassville. Now Mustangs just need to hold on to the ball.
Need a couple more first downs, Eric.
Get a couple first downs here, or even a touchdown.
Well, that's trusting your receiver from Ryder. I'm going to give it to Breck, throw it up there. Breck's going to get it.
Yep.
That was a long toss.
Good job by the offensive line keeping him out of there, too.
Yeah, and great job by Breck coming back to get the ball.
Cassville, Ryder will just take it himself.
Stay in bounds.
Stays in bounds. It's about to the 35-yard line of Cassville. 2:03 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout.
Timeout will be taken by Cassville.
First timeout. They have 2 left.
We'll keep it here, Mustang fans.
$146 won tonight in the 50-50 raffle. They split the pot. Thank you, everyone that bought tickets.
Got a cramp out there. Can't say enough about the job the Mustang offensive line has done tonight. Coach Kane's had them tuned in.
Yep.
Great job out there blocking.
In case you were wondering, that was a 32-yard reception from Martin
32
to
yards
Rubeck.
on that pass play from Ryder to Rubeck.
First downs made it just as important.
As you see, we do have the cramp out there. That was number 65 for the Mustangs, Landon Obed, but he comes jogging off, so he'll probably get a little bit more stretching. And
well, all the Mustang linemen have did a fantastic job tonight.
And those coming in, to help out and give them a rest. I know Carson's been in there. Washam's been out there.
Second down and about 6.
Now here's where you see Cassville.
Leo break through. Leo's going to score.
No, not yet. Run, Leo. 1 yard line.
1 yard line.
Great job, Leo. Hopefully he's just sad that he didn't get into the end zone and not hurt. Oh,
Running downhill all the way to the
he's hurt.
1 yard line.
That's unfortunate right there.
Landed hard on that shoulder. May have had the wind knocked out of him.
Well, he can't put very much pressure on a leg. Maybe it's a cramp.
Well, we won't speculate.
No, I'm just hoping it's a cramp.
Great run there by Leo Sosa.
Leo's
Soaz.
Definitely a valuable player there.
Yeah.
Don't want to see him go down.
Got a great training staff out there, though, so they'll take good care of him.
The crew will take care of him. Help him up.
Oh, he's up. I was going to move it off of him, but in case it was something gnarly. Oh.
They're going to help him off the field.
Yep.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Oh, maybe not.
Mustangs will have a 1st and goal at the 1 yard line. Mustangs will come out.
Looks like we had to carry Leo off the field, and we're working on him over here on the end zone.
But Mustangs could put the dagger in it and
I don't know how
score.
Cassville can score the dagger, but we can re-answer it. Vince James in the backfield for the Mustangs. Vince carried the ball last year and did a good job.
Yep, he's done a good job.
Ryder Martin.
The main thing, though,
He'll take it himself. He'll cut inside. Ryder will score.
The main thing is to hold on to the ball.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Quarterback, number 12, Ryder Martin to the left side. Bounces his way into the end zone.
Mustangs will go for 2. Nope. Mustangs are going to go for 1.
Good game, though.
Yeah, great game.
Steven out. Big Steve out to kick the extra point.
Leo is up and walking.
That's good.
Very gingerly.
Extra point, no good. 1:32 left to go in the ball game. Mustangs lead 32-20. This battle of state-ranked teams is all it was supposed to be so far, fellas.
Yep.
Leo walking pretty gingerly down here, but we're not going to speculate on anything.
The good thing is he is walking. Well, we said that.
Luckily, he's short, so they can just stand up and carry him.
The good thing is Mustangs do have, Vince James.
Vince James does a good job. Maddox Fegan can run the ball.
Yep.
But Leo, he's just been a surprise and one of the best things. And Doug's just talking to him, so hopefully he's just banged up a little bit. more at a kick. Remember, Cassville returned a kickoff for a touchdown.
Yeah, so I squib it.
Ball bumbled out here. Picked up. Mustangs need to make a tackle. Good job by the Mustangs staying in their lanes.
Yep, because
everybody, something like that happens. Usually you can converge. He pops outside. It's a touchdown.
Yep. Mustangs have played pretty good football. The two early interceptions by Ryder, and that was just Ryder kind of pushing, trying to push too much. Settled down, and when it came to it, he made the throw that he needed to there for Breck to get the big first down. Now, as you said,
over here to the corner.
Just be ready and keep everything in front of you.
Looks like Ryder's back at a deep safety. Quarterback back. Going to throw it deep across the middle.
Intercepted. Great job, Maddox Fegan.
Maddox Fegan with the interception.
And that's going to be able to...
Mustangs should be able just to take a knee.
Yeah. That ball was bounced off of
row
arc, and just Maddox saw it up in the air and dove and made the catch. Great hands there by Maddox Fegan. Because when you leave your feet like that, it's hard to keep concentration on where the ball is, and I'm going to hit the ground and it's going to hurt. But great job. Well, I mean, I would hit the ground and hurt. They're out there like, nah, that doesn't hurt.
Minute 15 left.
It's because we're old.
Yeah, I would need 4 cans of oxygen.
Vince James, Mustangs will take victory position. Ryder back. Receive the snap. Hands the ball off. James will run it. Lowers his head down to the 48-yard line. Vince James on the carry. Ball into Cassville territory.
That's number 56 on the carry. That's Max.
59 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
Correction on the ball carrier was
Gordon
number 26.
And get JP. And bring Ryder up.
It's James.
Vince James again with the carry. He'll push a pile forward. He'll have a first down. Mustangs are going to go 2-0.
First down. Number 26, Vince James, once again with a carry.
Tommy, can you run some ads?
Yeah,
okay.
Right now?
Well, no, when the game gets over. I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's what he asked me before he took off.
10 seconds left. Mustangs going to go 1-0 at home, 2-0 for the season. And the number 10th ranked McDonald County Mustangs. Hard-fought battle against a good Cassville Wildcat team.
And that's a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic finish. Your mighty Mustangs come out on top, 32-20.
We're going to take some breaks, and we'll be back with the Cornerstone Bank Southwest City post-game show. We're going to try to get some of the players up here. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at 417-223-4313.
Burger Time, big things come in small packages. Open 10:30 a.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Monday through Saturday, serving the best mouth-watering burgers around. They're a proud supporter of McDonald County Mustangs. They're located at 1157 Highway 71 in Pineville. Just call ahead to dine in or carry out. Their number is 417-223-2020. Burger Time Restaurants wishing the best for all McDonald County athletes.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Life is full of firsts. As the first and longest-serving Christian health cost-sharing ministry, CHM has shared medical expenses for its members since 1981. We believe you should have the freedom to focus on your health while being supported by a community of believers, giving you the opportunity to create many more firsts.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
B&M and Yokohama Tires are proud to sponsor McDonald County Mustang Sports. Billy Martin and his crew have over 50 years of experience keeping your car, truck, or farm vehicles on the move. They offer roadside service, on-site farm service, and in-shop tire repair and sales. Located 3 miles west of Anderson on State Highway 76, or call B&M at 417-845-3566. B&M and Yokohama, cheering on the herd.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
As your trusted American Family Insurance agent located in Anderson, we're proud to protect your dreams. When you need a teammate that you can count on, we're here for you. Whether it's home, auto, life, business, or farm insurance, we'd love to help. Contact Chris Smith and his team today at 417-845-7060 or online at chrissmithagency.com. Go Mustangs!
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM.
The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 2918 East 20th Street in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
Life is full of firsts. As the first and longest-serving Christian health cost-sharing ministry, CHM has shared medical expenses for its members since 1981. We believe you should have the freedom to focus on your health while being supported by a community of believers, giving you the opportunity to create many more firsts.
A lot has changed in banking and finance since 1997, but at First Community Bank, our focus remains the same. Community. We believe that every business needs a good partner, and for more than 25 years, we've been that partner. We've built personal, long-lasting relationships. We've earned your trust. We have experience that you can count on. We care, and it shows. We look forward to many more years of being your trusted partner. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
A business impact partner of KNEO is ProLube Tire and Auto Center in Neosho. Serving the area since 2001, they're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. ProLube Tire and Auto Center offers tire and brake repair, as well as transmission service, front-end alignments, and more. Located at 1406 North Business 49 in Neosho. For more information, 417-221-6795 or online at proluberepair.com.
JP, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can.
Mustang fans, we're joined up here with senior tight end, defensive end, JP Clarkson. JP, first off, congratulations on the win.
Yes, sir, thank you so much. It means a lot.
Tell you, JP, couple of big catches when we are down, and you got some yards that we need. And as always, good job on defense. Those middle routes, you run those, you know you're going to get hit, but your concentration's excellent.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. I mean, you got to be really careful over the middle. You know, especially in a close game like that, there's going to be guys coming for your head and this and that. So you got to catch it, get down, or you got to catch it and be safe. So head on a swivel.
And defensively, how did you react to that? They'd break the huddle, rush up there, and then go. Did that take some time and practice to get used to?
That's completely hats off to our coach all week long. I mean, they ride us all week long, but, I mean, that's what it is. It's all out of love. Yes, sir. We practiced it all week long. Our scout team, which is a great scout team, it's one of the reasons we had such great success so far. Our scout team would run up to the ball. We'd have to get set. And, I mean, you see our D-line. We were down on our knees just getting ready to go because it's hard to align to. Because I know Seneca had trouble with it last week, so we were sure to be prepared for it this week.
Well, they are a big play offense, aren't they?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, for sure. They have a lot of playmakers.
They do. JP, parents.
Parents, Jennifer Neal and Tim Neal, and then Tommy Clarkson and Beth Clarkson.
All right. I know you got brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're all athletes here.
I did not realize Tim was your dad.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's your plans after high school?
I plan on going to play football somewhere for 4 years. I'm not sure where yet. I've had a pretty good recruitment process so far throughout my junior and senior year, and I'm just hoping to get more offers, more interest, more looks, and build more relationships with college coaches. So I'm planning on going and playing football somewhere, and I'll figure out the degree along the way somewhere in there. I ain't too worried about it right now.
That's the best way to do it.
I just want to play ball.
Yeah, I got one. It took him 6 years to figure out the degree. But anyway, hey, great game. You know, state-ranked teams come out ahead. Can't beat it. Another tough one next week against Mount Vernon.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. It's going to be another long, hard week of preparation, but, we're pumped, we're excited, but, we're starting next week 0-0. We could care less about these past 2 wins, We're going to have a fun weekend, celebrate, but, we're right back to business on Monday.
All right, well, thank you, JP.
Yes, sir, for sure. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, JP. Oh, Wyatt.
Mustang fans, we're now joined by senior Mustang linebacker, wide receiver Wyatt Gordon. Wyatt, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you. That was a big one.
It was a big one. I'll kind of hit you up so when I hit JP. You weren't a lineman off your hand on the ground, but what keys did you look for when they broke that quick huddle and came to the line?
It was almost more simple. We weren't switching sides. We usually do that every week. There's a tight end, walk down, no tight end, stay back. Pretty simple. The pass got to us a little bit, but made adjustments and came out with the win.
That's all that matters, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wyatt, we're down there. It's 4th down and about 6 yards. You catch that ball, turn up field. Did a great job getting us 8 yards. I know you can't say what you were thinking, but you were determined to get that first down, weren't you?
Yeah, I was looking for a path and then realized it was lower your head and go. There was no more options.
Well, you did a great job doing that. Make some great defensive plays out there this weekend, last week. You guys are really a balanced offense. Ryder threw the ball. All 4 of you guys caught it tonight. Brody runs the ball a little bit. Leo does a great job running the ball. Of course, Ryder does a great job running the ball. Mustang offense line did a fantastic job. But it's got to be fun knowing that at any point you're going to get the ball.
Oh, it's great. I'm loving it.
Ryder, who's mom and dad?
Excuse
me. Wyatt, who's mom and dad?
Will and Gwen Gordon.
Okay. I know you got a few brothers.
Yeah. We've been around for a while.
Been around for a while. Hey, what are you going to do after get done with high school?
I'm not real sure yet. Wherever the wind takes me.
That sounds like Wyatt.
I need to go to college. I'll go to college somewhere. Not sure yet.
Somewhere. You can work at Walmart, man. It'll be all right. Don't worry about that.
Hey, I work there.
When mom won't be mad or nothing. Ryder. Wyatt, thanks for coming up, visiting with us. Congratulations on the big win.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Wyatt.
And now we're joined by Mustang coach Kellen Hoover.
Thank you.
Well, Coach, pretty much what you'd expect in a matchup of 2 state-ranked teams. Back and forth. Offensively, you've got to be happy. Other than the 2 turnovers to start the ball game, offensively, we just dominated them.
We did. We did a really good job, executing the game plan. And, our kids were extremely physical tonight. Obviously, you don't want to turn the ball over in the red zone 2 times. And going forward, we've got to be better in the red zone for sure. But, just proud of our kids for sticking with it, even when, they met with a little adversity like that. Just proud of them for sticking with it, sticking with the game plan and not panicking. We'll still run the football, be physical, and then maybe take advantage out on the perimeter a time or two. Breck with the really big catch to kind of get that momentum back where we wanted to finish the game. Just proud of all of our guys at every level. Obviously, Ryder had another really good game. But, I really thought our line did a really good job being physical tonight. And, they protected really well on a lot of our stuff in the pocket as well.
Yeah, they did. Some of those quarterback scrambles by Ryder, they may have been intentional, but the line did a good job of holding them out. And then they had a lane. It looked like he just took off in it.
Yeah, I think now the one that he scored on really, really late, that was Ryder Martin. That was all him. But so a lot of our plays are kind of designed somewhat draw protections, I guess you could call it, where Ryder's got the chance to get it out quick or run the football himself. And so, he's got a decision to make. Most plays, he's got a decision where, if it's a stuffed box, then he's going to be able to get it out on the perimeter somewhere. And if it's a good box for us to run into, then he's either handing it off or running it himself. And so, he makes a really good decision most of the time. But that one late, that was all Ryder, because that was definitely a pass play that we called, and he just he made a play.
I think we noticed or called that out.
Coach, we had 470 yards total offense. And you can't say enough about Leo. Leo had 132 yards tonight. Now, talk about a kid that just runs hard.
He does, and he gets behind those linemen. He's not the tallest guy, but, he weighs 190 pounds, and, he's built low to the ground, strong legs, and he just keeps those legs churning. He doesn't go backwards very often as far as the end of the play. Most of the time, he's falling forward just because he runs with really good pad level, and, he finds a crease. He's got good vision. And he finds a crease and just gets 3 or 4, sometimes 7 or 8, and then busted that big one. I really thought he was going to get in right there at the end, but just short. But just proud of him, proud of all of our guys. Again, adversity, and our kids just stuck with it, whether it was, individual adversity like, Breck on the defensive side, he was so mad at himself, you could tell, for that, long play that they had, and then comes back and makes such a big one. And just proud of him for being able to clear that and come back and make, a play that, when they had all the momentum in the world, came back and made a huge play. And, that had a ton to do with us winning tonight.
Well, that Roark kid from over there, he's a player.
He's a stud, and we knew it. They move him around all over the place, sometimes in the backfield, sometimes he's at a wing, sometimes he's out at receiver. And he's the guy that they want to get the ball to. And, so we were not surprised. But there's we can't give that look at practice. We can say, okay, here's 11. We have to know where he is all the time. But there's a big difference in saying there's a number 11 and having to go cover that kid. That kid is, he's the guy they want to get the ball to for a reason. He's a great athlete. He's fast. He's strong. He's really, really good at what he does, and so they try to feature him any way they can.
I'll tell you the one thing tonight, though, Coach. If I'm an opposing coach, I look out there. You got to account for Ryder. You got to account for Leo. You got to account for Brody every time he goes in motion. We threw the ball to 5 different receivers tonight. J.P. Clarkson over the middle made some big catches for big chunks of gain to get us out of second and long into third and manageable. Just a good job by you and your offense and your coaching staff of making it very, very hard to cover everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun calling plays right now because these guys, they don't really care who's getting it. And they know that it could vary based on the night. And we said it, the coaches said it, and then obviously it kind of came about this way, but we were like, just the way we were played a week ago, JP didn't have a catch, but tonight we were like, just talking in the office before the game, we were like, with the way they play, JP could have, 4 or 5 catches tonight. And I don't know what he ended up having, but, it's fun with all these guys because they kind of understand that somebody could have a big night. We hope somebody has a big night. We hope multiple guys have big nights, but they know that it could be their night any night. And, we kind of put some things together at practice and hopefully in the game plan that it's like, okay, if they do this, ideally we can take advantage of this guy or that guy or that guy. And so, our kids have really bought into that. They're just buying into putting the most important statistic being left of that hyphen. We want to be 1-0. And so they've really bought into that and just proud that they don't care what their stats look like. They just care that we get that one on the right side of it. And, it's been a lot of fun.
Coach, next week, Mount Vernon here. Mount Vernon, always a good program. Coach Cox does an excellent job up there. They're going to come. They're going to play. They're going to be hard-nosed. Whether they've got tons of talent or they ain't got no talent, you're going to have to line up and beat them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with Coach Cox. He's run such a great program up there for a long time. Me individually, as a head coach versus head coach, I've never beat him. So I'm a little bitter about that. But, we're going to have another really good week of preparation. We'll come together and try to put a plan together that we feel like can be successful, offense, defense, special teams. And, we want to put our kids in a chance to be successful. We want to try to take advantage of the things that they're doing. And, like you said, it doesn't matter talent, no talent, 1 win, 2 win, no win, doesn't matter. They're going to come ready to go. Coach Cox always has his kids ready. And, I know they're going to play the game. They're going to play hard. They're going to play physical, and they're going to cause some problems for us. And so we've got to have another really good week of practice. That's the thing. We've put together 2 really good weeks of practice. I think we may have had kind of one lull of a day, and our kids responded really well the following day. And so, it's kind of one of those things where obviously if you feel like you prepare well, then you don't panic in these situations because you feel like it's going to be fine because we have prepared well and we know that we can come through this. And that's what I've seen from our kids. Again, no panic whatsoever when there is adversity, when things aren't going our way. They just stick with it and they persevere, and I'm just proud of these guys.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go. Congratulations. Mustang starts the season out 2-0. And last time I checked, Coach, you're having a better night than Andy Reid. So
I have. What is that one? Is that not going very well?
It was 13-3 the last time we checked.
Hold on. Let me go back to ESPN. It is 2012.
Chargers?
Yep.
Man.
2012 Chargers.
Chiefs have the ball.
Okay, got to go
third quarter.
Drive and get a two-point conversion. All right, well, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Mustang fans, I've got a few stats here. I'll go through them thanks to Rick Peck and the boys.
I did tell Ryder, but he may
Ryder
not.
Martin had 28 carries for 169 yards. Leo had 27 carries for 132 yards. Brody had 5 carries for 20 yards. And Vince James had 2 carries for 11 yards. Ryder was 16 completions out of 19 attempts for 132 yards. Breck had 7 catches for 76 yards and a big 2-point conversion. JP had 4 catches for 27 yards. Brody had 3 catches for 19. Wyatt Gordon had 2 for 16. But hey, those were about the biggest ones you could have in the game. Mustangs end up with 470 yards total offense. Cassville had 228 yards total offense and about 3 of those on massive plays. Cassville ran a total of 15 plays.
15 plays.
They were big-time offense. Mustang fans, we're going to take one more commercial break, and we're going to ask Eric to come back and do our scoreboard show for us. And remember, we are at home next week against Mount Vernon. This is Mustang Football on the KNEO Sports Network.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For 75 years, Shelter Insurance has remained true to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company, our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Anita Keaton.
And we're back here in McDonald County with Mustangs holding on to the 32-20 lead or win over the Cassville Wildcats. Some scores are around the area over in the COC conference. Lebanon is leading Joplin 35-26 in the fourth quarter. Neosho is leading Kickapoo 35-13 in the fourth quarter. Carthage is leading Ozark Tigers 49-21. Republic over Waynesville 50-0 in the fourth quarter. Nixa goes hosts Webb City and pulls out the win 28-20.
Yeah, that's a good show by Webb City against that's the number 1 ranked Class 6 team in the state there, and Nixa at their place.
Glendale holds on to 44-12 win over Willard in the Big 8 Conference. Let me refresh. Where'd it go? And there it is. Okay, McDonald County 32-20 over Cassville Wildcats. Seneca 42-3 over Mount Vernon. Lamar 42-6 over East Newton. Nevada 49-0 over Aurora, and Monette 70-0 over Sprafford 70-0. In the Ozark Mountain Conference, Marshville leads Reed Springs 28-6. Logan Rogersville leads Ava 34-8. Harrison leads Bolivar 22-19. Carl Junction beats Rogers Heritage 45-7. Branson beats Camdenton 42-13. And I don't see a score for Marshfield, who is in our district. So don't see that score. Or the West Plains score, because they are also in our district. But so far, that'd be a pretty big deal if Bolivar loses another game, that would be start 0-2 for Bolivar.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the scores around the area.
Mustang fans, McDonald County wins 32-20. Next week, Tuesday, Eric and I will be at Seneca to bring you softball. Thursday, Tommy and I will be at softball here as the Mustangs play at home, I believe, against Aurora. And then again, Friday night, the state-ranked Mustangs will host Mount Vernon at 7 o'clock. If you can't make it out, be sure to turn us in. For Eric, Tommy, and myself, thanks for watching, and good job, Mustangs. We'll see you next week.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.
Whether it's Friday night football or volleyball matches, McDonald County Telephone and Internet believes every play deserves to be celebrated. That's why we're proud to sponsor McDonald County Athletics, providing the fast and reliable internet you need to stream games, share highlights, and cheer on our Mustangs. Delivering internet and telephone to Anderson, Jane, and Pineville, we offer broadband services on a fiber optic network. Find out more at olmac.net or give us a call at